games. Hey everybody, welcome to Once Upon a Tabletop, the board game show here on the Shadowcasters Network, where we play narrative, story-focused games and role-play the action at the table. My name is Bobby Frankenberger, and I am one of your 3 regular hosts. We'll introduce the first one. Below me is Cliff. Cliff, lightning question that I will come up with on the fly lightning fast. If you had a pendant that could have any magical power, what would it be? Repeatable. You could. It's not like a one-time use. You can use it multiple times. One magical power.
Off the cuff, just the ability to pause the world in time, so I could go take a nap or spend some time to work on something. Preferably, it would work so I wouldn't age in the process. I could just click it on and off as needed. Just go take my time, get some sleep.
So you're stopping all time, including your own personal time, sort of.
Yeah, like anything I choose to work, it just kind of magically works and stuff, so I can still maybe use the internet, even though it doesn't make any fucking sense.
I have a question on that question, on that answer.
Sure. Wait, you can ask it. You can ask it after I introduce you. Next up is Oz, but I want to hear what Paige has to say. So Paige is our guest, who's barely even a guest anymore with this with this Time Stories game. Paige, what's your question?
So, do you believe in that if you repaused, or if you unpaused time, would time catch up with itself, or would it just be normal?
It's like a VCR.
The rest of the universe would be completely oblivious to the effect. I'd be put back where I was when I clicked the thing, and except for getting stuff done, I think people would catch on that there's some, holy shit, he's getting so much stuff done, and I don't know. I'd probably have to find ways to share it so other people could do cool things too. I don't know. Okay. It's magic.
I think that's dangerous.
Stop asking questions.
He's gonna wave the magic wand. He said magic, so it doesn't have to. There doesn't have to be negative consequences, right? I could just. Yeah, that's where I'm going with this.
Dirk Hadron says in the chat room, pause time, grab gold, unpause. Sounds pretty good to me.
Yeah.
What do you need gold for if you've got all the time you possibly need?
All the time you want?
I'm sorry, to buy giant spoons and what else do I have in my arsenal? 3D printed objects of stuff.
But you can just take them.
You could pay people to do things for you.
Yeah.
So that you can use your time on other things.
I was just thinking, I don't know, grab money so you could pay rent and maybe buy your siblings cars or stuff, or help them with medical bills. Here you guys are like, oh.
I know. Yes, yeah. You steal a bunch of gold and redistribute it amongst the proletariat. Woo!
But seriously, it's just imagine what you could possibly get up to if time was an unlimited resource to you that you could just pull out whenever you needed.
I mean, that's all fine.
You're
dandy,
grabbing all this
gold.
gold.
Like me, who literally doesn't have a life, you have time to spare, and time that you have sucks because you don't know what to do.
You have all this. You're grabbing all this gold, and time may be an unlimited resource, but gas and the energy in my legs is not. I still gotta get places. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But you can take your time getting there.
Yeah, but I can't take my. You ever tried walking across the country? Not many people have, because it's a crazy idea.
That's true. Wait, so could cars move if you pause time? Because technically they move with time.
I mean, I feel like if I can move, then cars can move.
Magic.
Yeah, I mean, you have to be able to and
it doesn't use up gas or power in the meantime. It just works.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, I would imagine if you can open a book, right, and read it.
Yeah.
Or hike up your blankets and sleep. Yes, you can operate a car.
But
under there's a magical effect.
But that's those are, I guess, if you could turn on and off different parts, because a car works. It's a machine. It takes a lot of different things and pumps a lot of different things to actually
Tell
run.
me more about the technical specificities about how a car works.
Technically, yeah, maybe a car would explode after you use it like that.
That's what I mean. Time would have to catch up with certain things.
Not to get in the hands of an assassin or someone with murderous intent.
This is why no one should write time stories. Speaking of time stories, we're
Nice
here
one, Bobby.
we're here to play time stories on Once Upon a Tabletop. Why don't we get everybody up to speed first on how time stories works, and then on where we are in this particular story, because we're in part 2 of our last game that we started last month. So Oz, tell everybody about time stories and what it's like.
So, Time Stories is a dexploration game. So we got a giant stack of cards, and we explore it, trying to solve a mystery. We play agents from the Time Agency, temporal agents that are trying to fix some kind of issue in the timeline. And so the agency took us to this alternate timeline. That's what we think AT stands for, by the way, the fans, because the year is 7553 AT. Apparently, we think that means alternate timeline. And we got sent, so we got sent to like this fantasy, typical Dungeons and Dragons kind of fantasy world, trying to collect some dragon pendants to be able to enter the castle to take down the evil wizard Milyafen, who, if I remember the story correctly, is in league with the evil Scions, which are counter to the agency and everything that we stand for. And
which we, by the way, just found out that they apparently invented the technology that we are using to time travel.
Yeah, the according to the book, the Scions created and the agency stole but it doesn't matter. We are obviously the better option, right?
Obviously,
and so,
we are the best.
Obviously, we are the best. And so, so now we are.
You ask Bob.
No, Bob doesn't think we're the best, but I think all of us believe the agency is the best.
Right. Okay.
Those damn Scions. And so, so we entered the castle, and upon doing so, got sucked into like this weird alternate timeline or space where like a giant mixture of stuff from all over these different timelines have melded together inside of this weird castle space. And now we're trying to find Milyafen. It added a bunch of time to our time units. We have to do a run in a certain amount of time units, or we have to reset the game and start over again, armed with the knowledge that we have to help make the next run faster. But we're still technically on our first run because we got a bunch of extra time.
Holy cow, you're right. I forgot about
that. We might be able to, I don't know if we can, but maybe we can do this all in a single run.
Yeah. There's not a lot to talk about in terms
points with Bob.
Yeah, there's not a lot of not a lot to be talked about in terms of mechanics of this game because they're not difficult and they're not really critical to understand to be able to see what's going on in the game, really.
Honestly, I don't have much idea what's going on. I just follow the rules in the cards, and sometimes we roll dice.
Yeah.
And there's resources that we use that are unique to each different adventure. I love how the board game's modular design allows for just an extremely wide range of gameplay styles. We've played the third one we've played so far, and they've all been just almost completely unique from each other.
I really think like what helps too is that we're role-playing this entire game, which I cannot unsee. Like, if I ever get this game physically, I don't think I would be able to play it like a lame person. Like, I would have to roleplay it.
I mean, the game rules encourage you to roleplay. You don't have to, but they do encourage that to add to the experience.
That just makes
basically
sense.
The entire conceit of this whole show that we were doing.
Yep.
Is we roleplay the board games.
So, last we left,
No,
it's okay. Here we go. Last we left, we just found a head in a jar, and we're trying to locate the person, and we're hoping the head in a jar will help.
Correct.
Yeah, we're headed back to the library where the head of the jar, or rather, a headless body was wandering.
Yeah.
Yes. And have we turned in the forms yet to the guy in the archives?
We have.
Did we?
I don't know.
We did. That's how we got the book, right?
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yes, we did turn in the form. But we have...
Cosmic Fox, thanks for the subscription.
Yeah, hey guys, thanks for the sub. Cool TC.
Hey, thanks.
And if you've got Twitch Prime, don't forget to give that sub to somebody. Why not us? But somebody, at least, please.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to move the banquet hall over here. Okay. And we're going to go back to the archives.
Oh,
Yeah.
I should
Understanding?
explain a little bit, just in case if you don't know what I'm talking about. If you have an Amazon Prime subscription, you can have a single free subscription. You can free sub you can do to one channel per month on Twitch. Costs you nothing, and it supports the show.
Yep, and I believe we still have it on there, a handy little doodad that you can hover over on the screen that looks like a blue crown that'll tell you if you have an Amazon Prime subscription or if you're currently subbed or not. So check it out.
You do have to manually re-up it every month or choose your,
Right.
if you want to change it up.
We didn't explain the wheel.
Oh.
Ah, crap!
All right, so everybody, the
wheel
primary
when we get to
feature of this game is what we call the Once Upon a Wheel. That is any game that we play, we come up with some crazy stuff that would mess with the game, that would make things either more difficult for us, sometimes easier for us, but primarily more dramatic for things overall. Sometimes they're soliloquies, sometimes they're dramatic tellings, scenes, asides between two characters that we get to role play, or sometimes it's just crazy stuff that happens. And it's not part of the game. We just come up with different ones for every game that we play, and it's up to you, the people watching, to make those things happen. How do you do that? Well, we have a stream boss at the bottom of the screen in the middle there. That's his health bar. Right now it's full with 800 hit points. Or not 800, but 500 hit points. The way you do damage to that stream boss is by subscribing, is by donating, by clicking the tips thing down at the bottom, or by cheering with bits. Then if you land the killing blow on the stream boss by doing damage, then you become the stream boss, and we spin the wheel. The reason I brought it up and thought about it just now is that Crimson, or Cosmic rather, Flux, by subscribing, just already became the stream boss. So we're gonna throw. We already have a new stream boss. Thank you, Cosmic Flux. We're gonna spin that wheel and show you exactly what I'm talking about.
Spin it, baby, spin it.
So here we go. Spin the
I
wheel.
think that's the new record for hitting the wheel.
Killing it.
Quickly.
You won Receptacle Bleed. That sounds like you need to see a doctor.
Congratulations!
So Oz is usually the one who comes up with all these and gives them their clever names. So so a little peek behind the curtain. When I make it sound like it's part of the show where I say, Oz, tell him what receptacle bleed is. It's because I want to know for myself, because I don't know and can't remember. So Oz, what is receptacle bleed?
I remember. I think this is one of the ones that we came up with together, right? So this was the one where old receptacles that we've played before bleed into this one.
Oh, we might have to spin again then, because we haven't changed receptacles.
No, as in like receptacles from previous runs.
Games. Oh yeah, this will be a fun one for people who have been watching the whole Time Stories series. So, okay, that's what you get to do. Cosmic Flux, you get to pick one of us, and basically, to give a long story short, what's going to happen is we're going to start having flash memories that are going to affect us for the next scene, for the next location, and of like past memories from previous receptacles that we've played and weird things that have happened to us. So just pick any one of us.
Like cannibals and stuff.
Yeah, like cannibalism or cocaine addictions or something.
Exactly. Should we give them a little snippet of what we have played? Because I'm sure that a lot of people here probably either forgot or don't know that.
So in the past, probably the one that makes the most sense is in our first Time Stories game, for me, I played a little cannibal girl who was from an insane asylum. And yeah, I had some interesting issues with that, so that would probably bleed over.
You also played that private investigator that was in a band at one point.
Yeah, but you know, you're right.
That's what I mean. Like, say everything, because obviously
I don't remember all of them.
The
Thank you,
craziest
Paige.
Stuff, but...
Cliff, what about you?
So I played this person that was in the asylum, I think because of cocaine addiction, or maybe that was just a bonus feature. I had cocaine and the ability to unlock superpowers by using it and heal myself. So yeah, there was lots of cocaine being hoarded by myself because I didn't want to run out. I remember my character had a special rule where I'd like, as long as I at least had some cocaine in my inventory, I was not going to suffer some severe penalty.
Yeah.
So I was really careful not to run out of coke. So that was fun. The other one, we were in a zombie apocalypse sort of thing, very Resident Evil style, had to assemble this antidote. I don't really remember much of anything about my character.
He's like a veteran.
Old man.
Oh, I
You
was
were
the
a
old
veteran
guy. Yeah.
old man.
I was old. I remember complaining about like being in pain,
Being
horrible
old.
pain. I don't think anyone understood that I was just like had never been inside of an old person before
Yeah.
and didn't know how that felt and was having to deal with it. So
What about you, Oz?
So, I played 2 characters during Asylum. I played one with paranoia and one that was just this bitter, annoying old crone. It was very passive aggressive and spiteful.
Yeah,
And then
awesome.
in the zombie apocalypse, I played a bodyguard. So I was very like, and I was very about saving everybody. And then so Paige.
Paige, what about you? Finally.
In the first game, I played, I believe his name is Edward or Elliot. He believed that his legs didn't work, even though they did. And he was very cowardly, and that's at least how I played him. And then I played 2 characters in that scenario. I also played Madam Somewhat or Other. She liked to get into people's pants.
Erotomania.
Yeah.
There we go. That's erotomaniac. So she was very flirtatious and she believed everybody was in love with her.
Right.
And then in the zombie apocalypse version,
We
I
all
played a
come on
reporter, a young, fiery reporter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So Cosmic Flux, you got some time to think about that because we get to spin the wheel again because Palmer is now the stream boss. So thank you guys. Thank you. So yeah, go ahead. Whenever you come up with your choice, Cosmic Flux, just let us know and we'll work it in. But here we go. We're going to spin again. Click, click. Here we go. It's not clicking, but, whatever.
You got the sound.
You won Flashback, Palmer.
Ooh.
So if I'm correct, that's what it sounds like. You're going to pick someone to have a flashback.
In the current receptacle. So like if whichever receptacle character you want a backstory for, not the agent.
Yeah.
Oh, I know who I would want a backstory for. But
Cosmic selected Cliff for the coke addict.
do I have to do the coke addict or does it? Can I? All right, fine.
It could be a combo.
I mean, they said coke addict. I'd focus on that, but it could be a combo. I was gonna do a combo
It's just
if I
that
was
there's no
chosen.
coke in this world.
well,
How
You've
can I
asked
be a coke
before.
addict?
That could
The
be a
last
problem.
session,
Yeah.
you
You'll
asked
find
the-
something to snort, I'm sure.
Something to snort, I'm sure. Not the paprika. Like,
all right. Yeah, I can work with this. Just carry on. Let's see the flashback then.
All right, and Palmer's
Already
going to
did
let us
the-
know eventually
yeah.
what the flashback is. In the meantime, where are we going next in this
We're going to the
place?
archives, so we need someone to roll the time captain die.
Is that what the
That's my
headless guy
job.
is?
I'm the Time Lord priestess. Give me the dice.
wait, are we going to the archives or the library? We have a head in a jar.
Oh wait, was it
Shouldn't
the
we
archive?
give- It was in the library. I thought the-
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the
Sorry.
archives is where that password
Alright.
is, which we have.
I rolled a 2.
I
so
rolled a 2 on the time captain die.
It's a fair result. It seems
Better
like
than
Time
3.
Lords are.
All right, so we are at 12 time units remaining.
Oh. And as soon as we get this scene set up,
Very cool.
I believe that on the way to the we're going to the library or the archives? The
We're going to
library.
the archives next, but the library is where we're headed right now.
So on the way to the library, it looks like Finnock, Oz, is going to have a flashback of some kind.
Ooh.
And be
right.
reminded of his past.
Hmm.
Finnock, you're a halfling, right?
Yeah, I'm a little halfling alchemist. Let's see. Let me pick a cute little song here for me.
Cheerful,
Uh,
whimsical.
Yeah, because he's such a cutie.
He's great.
All right, so on our way to the library, Finnick recalls the very first time he ever picked up a book. The book was heavier than he was. He was the size of a cup, and he struggled with the pages, but all of the words were flowing through him. He was looking at different numbers and letters, alchemical formulae, and he knew at that point that he wanted to be an alchemist. And his father, Snaggletooth Shepning,
Beautiful name.
was incredibly encouraging, and he said, "Well, son, you really want to be an alchemist?" And Finnick goes, "Oh, with all my heart, Papa." And Snaggletooth, my father, strokes his chitty chin and says, "It's gonna take a lot of money to get these kinds of reagents. We're gonna have to work twice as hard, you and I and your mom. But I see a great future for you." And little Finnick goes, "Yay! I'm so happy." And and that is the story of how they got in the underwear sale business at the time. And they were trading different kinds of underwears from bards all over the country to make ends meet.
Trading different types of underwear from bards? Like, was this like...
used bard underwear.
Like
it was
famous
auctions.
bards.
Oh,
It was
so
totally
like
auctions.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Like that one that you have. Like, we would have paid a pretty penny for that one and then sold it at twice the value for a super fan. And then that's how my father got me my very first chemical reagent set.
Who wore the under? What are some famous bards from them back in the... Martina McBard. That's one for sure.
I'm just coming up with like puns of real life people.
I mean, that's
like
exactly
Cher,
that's what
but
I
instead
just
of Cher, it's SHER. Like...
Cunning linguist. Cunning linguist was a really famous one.
Yeah. More of a spoken word kind of music, though.
Yeah, and that's how I got to start making my very first kabooms. And my very first potion that I ever made was this delicious purple drink that tasted like grapes. And it's been a love with alchemy ever since.
And the rest is history. All right. Barty and Cher, yeah.
And Barty and Cher. Oh no.
It's like no matter where we go, Oz, Cher will always swallow us. Granted, I'm the one that mentioned it, but still.
I think this is our very first time we've ever had a flashback that's like peppy and upbeat. Yeah. All of our flashbacks are always so somber.
Those bard groups like what's Flintlocks and Roses.
Yeah.
Flintlocks and Roses.
All right. Anyway, we can play this game all night.
I want that T-shirt now.
Finnick takes a sip of his purple juice that he made for this adventure, and puts the memories away and enters the doors of the library along with his adventuring party.
Finnick, they never let us drink any of those fizzy drinks when I was growing up in the forest. We could give away our position in hiding. Belching was looked down upon in my tribe.
Well, are you trying to say you would like some?
I would never ask, but I would never refuse
You're
either.
You're asking with your eyes. I hold it up.
The forbidden nectar. And then, it felt so good. The relief is joyous.
It's belching juice.
Of course it is.
It appears we've arrived at the library again.
Unfortunately, I made it taste like eggplant instead of grape.
Oh, I was wondering.
But it's still purple.
What matters?
All right, so we oh, I guess this is the part where we decide where we're gonna stand.
Yes. So whoever has the head should go.
I have it. Oh, I don't think any of us like took the card, but I have it.
Well, I mean, oh wait, this is green, isn't it?
I'm green.
It's a green 4.
Mm-hmm.
This icon there on the library E.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
No, but we don't have that. We have the yellow. We have yellow 4. We don't have green 4. That's why I was like, oh, just go straight to that card. But
I thought maybe we have to go here first and then talk
probably,
to
and
him.
it'll open
Yeah.
that up. Yeah.
Have we?
We don't need anything else here,
I don't
right?
think so. We haven't done anything else.
Because
to warn.
because we spoke to Biggie. We spoke to Biggie over here, and we didn't have the 3 pendants. We only had 2. And over
Yeah.
here was the guy who gave us the form to fill out, which we got
Yeah.
to get the book. So yeah, I think we're good.
Yeah. He's notorious.
He's eating a sandwich.
All right, let's do our thing. Do we want to read a description of the room real fast to get it to make sure everybody's
Sure.
feels good about it?
The youngest still might.
Once the door opens, your gaze linger on a pattern of alternating black and white tiles that greet your first few steps. Raising your head, a true maze of catwalks and aisles, covered in books, reveals itself to your surprised eyes. Men are busy here, copying works and sorting scrolls. On the left, a headless man walks in a circle. And then, obviously, we don't care about the rest.
And other stuff is happening.
There's the guy eating a sandwich, and then there's another guy that keeps looking at us when we walk in.
Let's flip it.
Who was the headless man last time?
It
That was
doesn't matter.
Bobby.
The usages and customs have changed deeply since the crowning of the new king. Even my face wasn't to his liking. I am and will remain the guarantor of royal tradition. The guests of His Majesty will receive a present worthy of their rank. But where is my head? Have you already introduced yourselves?
If you have the 4 token, take item 19, the 4 gray. So we do.
That's right. That was the head. Here's your head.
What the?
We did find your
He just
head.
he just gave us a cube.
Did.
Is it a time cube?
A cube made of unknown matter. Letters and numbers scroll continuously along each side. On one corner, on a translucent blue section, it reads 3-9.
That fraction can be simplified.
Oh, it has the timestamp on it.
Yep, that means we get to keep it forever across games.
Yay!
Whoa. That's big.
Yeah, do you remember in the asylum, we also found a cube?
And we
at the
never
end?
used it.
Yeah.
So we got the cube.
How do I rotate this shit again?
Didn't we find was it the cube? We found an item one time that we could use to like change time or something.
We earned that's basically what we earned at the end when we finished it, when we were
Mhm.
graded. They give us something at the end where we can basically use it over the games, which we still have ours. We just haven't used it yet from last game. So since we won last game and our score was mediocre,
at best,
we were able to I forgot what it's called, but basically we get like, if we're running out of time, and I think we still have the same
Get some
thing.
time
If we're-
capsules.
Yeah, if we're running out of time, we can burst that sucker open and then give us more time.
Yeah. We have one beacon. We have a pink beacon that'll allow us to just completely win a single test without having to do any rolls.
Whoa! Radio Free Suppless has become the stream boss. Ermerger.
Woo!
It's time to spin the wheel again. You guys, thank you. Thank you for your support and caring. We're spinning the wheel. We're going to find out how we're going to change the world. And it is time for another receptacle bleed. We haven't even gotten to experience the wonders of a bleeding receptacle yet. But now you're
I'll
gonna
have to carry that over to the next scene for sure.
Yeah, now you're gonna pick someone someone else's receptacle to bleed. I'm trying to make this as suggestive as possible, if you couldn't tell.
Oh, we got receptacle bleed a second time?
Yep, 2 receptacles
Nice.
bleeding.
Nice. So as a reminder, Radio, that means that you get to pick one of us to have basically bleed over from previous characters that our agents have taken over before in other scenarios. Pick the cannibal. Pick Bobby.
You can pick whomever you would like.
Or pick the erotomaniac that doesn't have working legs. That works too. Mine's okay.
Literally, what I would do if I played that, I would literally play it, which was my card, because I remember it. I can't be alone, and if I'm alone, it takes me extra time to move.
Radio Free
so I'll just
Supplest,
play it like that.
Since you're asking, Cliff's receptacle is bleeding. He's
looking for cocaine right now.
Yeah.
He's starting to get that itch. While the selection is being selected, we're going to where now? Guard room, right?
I guess I'm going to follow you guys because I don't remember anything about this place and where we should be.
And as we're moving to the guard room, Myram, the sunny but very judgmental and dogmatic priestess of the Lords of Time, sort of stops and pauses and just obviously almost collapses for a moment and takes some time to collect herself. Then when she looks up, her eyes are different. Maybe a different color than before. It's hard to say. And she speaks. It's with her voice sounds a bit odd. Oh, this again. Oh shit! And I want cocaine too. Crap. Alchemist guy, Oz. What's your name? Fennec?
Yeah, Fennec. Hello.
Do you have any cocaine? I could really use some. Does this world? You might not call it that. It's a powdered product made from a plant. It's a powerful stimulant, fairly addictive, and pure fucking magic that you snort up your nose.
Well, let's see here. I could probably dig something up. You want to give me one of those greens that you've got there, and I can go ahead and go ahead and grind that up for you.
Don't need this crap. It's stupid magic.
What is this? Aqualaria
stuff. Here you go.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and so I'm gonna go ahead and grind up this Aqualaria, and I'm just gonna roll magic for funsies and see what happens. Okay, so and I get 2 bonus dice because of my magic amulet. So I'm gonna roll 4 dice, and hopefully I don't roll all skulls. All right, hold on.
Almost. Oh, yeah, there we go.
Okay, 2 successes. Yeah. Okay, I give you a substance that you could definitely snort.
You got
and
2
it'll
bumps.
Make you feel a little. Yeah, 2 bumps.
All right, I take it, look at it, and just hold it in my hand and
it's purple.
Close my eyes.
Of course it is.
Look down as if to put my nose into it, and then just shake my head and tuck it into this little pouch that I have hanging from as part of my garb. All right, yeah, if I take it, I won't have it. The important thing is that I have it with me and I don't run out. Okay, I think I'm ready.
What, you're not even going to try it? Come on. It's good for you.
No, but I might need it for something important later.
I've heard tell of the alchemical skills of our friend Finnick. It is sure to be to heal what ails you.
Don't worry.
Yeah, all the cool kids are doing it.
I won't let it go to waste. It's just very important to me that I don't run out. And I only have a little bit, so I'm going to keep it for now.
Suit yourself.
I appreciate a priestess who is frugal
Priestess.
and persnickety.
That's exactly what I am, a priestess of something important. The goddess of things, right?
The sun? The light? I don't remember.
I shrug.
Wow.
Something.
We're going
Are
somewhere,
you
right?
Quite
We're on a
all
mission?
right, Miriam. You don't seem normal.
I pat the pouch at my breast and say, "Yes, I'm quite fine now. Thank you. Let's get a
Are
move
you
on."
sure about that? You weren't even able to say your goddesses or lords that you used to believe they are names.
Gods don't exist. I'll give you that one for free. Can we go now?
I think Izzy just leans over to fuck Bobby. What's your elf's name?
Whoa,
it's like
not fuck
it's
Bobby.
like it's
That's
like
for sure.
it's actually like Elvin, yeah.
Elvin. Yeah.
She
Yeah, my
leans
name
over
is
to Elvin and
literally
just
Elvin.
goes- yeah, it's literally Elvin. And Ilzia just goes, I think she's having a crisis of some sort. Maybe it's trauma. Maybe she saw that headless man and panicked.
Well, I'm not sure, but my people never believed in her old god anyway, so it doesn't cause me much pain.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. Can we go now? We have a mission. Bob will not. Never mind. You probably don't even remember Bob.
Who is Bob?
Oh, look, it's the guard room with that strange steam machine.
Roll the time, Captain Die, please. Let's see how many time units we spend getting to the guard room.
And just so that people know, I'm going to pick the appropriate time to do it. Mine, Supplus picked me to have to start bleeding, so.
Excellent. All right, we are at 10 time units remaining.
Whew.
So, as a reminder, the guard room. You cross the paved courtyard, always on your guard. The door to the building is open a crack. A deep and continuous sound is coming from it. A sound resembling that of a machine very far off the technological rank of this planet. Let me try this. Is that a good one? That'll do. You push the door open. The area is filled with steam that almost burns your face. The guard room holds an important machine made up of countless pistons and gears. At the back of the room, you notice bars of pure energy, which are evidently impassable. In the middle of the vapor, a robot, armed to its teeth, is coming closer to you. Its posture leaves little doubt as to its intentions.
Well, that's a fucking robot.
Ah,
Should I not say that? Should I not do F-bombs on this stream?
I don't think we have a rule about it.
Nah, they're cool with that.
If you
I'll
make
keep
a
them to a
rule,
relative
I will
minimum.
leave now because I swear like
Okay.
a sailor. So,
Oh, we know how to get Paige out of here.
So yeah,
not that bad.
for character contrast here. So, but
All right, our only choice
yeah.
is to talk to this giant metal golem.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys found the password for this, right?
Yeah.
The robot approaches. Access forbidden. Password. Access forbidden. Password.
From
All
the
right,
looks
so
of the
we
cannons
have-
pointed at each of you, giving it anything but a password would be pure folly.
All right, well, password.
we
It's
have?
the password. Yep. Cool.
The
If
password is
so-
Splendor Solus Octar Kiliafin.
Miliefin.
We just-
Miliefin. Oh,
We just fucking did the Necronomicon scene for Evil Dead, and you just
two
stumbled over the word.
exactly.
Not sure yet. Wait, Splendor
exactly
Solis.
what I was thinking of.
Splendor Solis. That's the name of the book, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
this book I've got. It helps with, I guess, casting spells or
Password
something.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Immediately reveal this card.
heyo.
Once the password is spoken, the mechanical guard stands against the wall once again. At the back of the room, a complex mechanism is linked to the energy bars, seeming to control how to open them, although its operation isn't clear. Flip over item 54 to view the mechanism.
It's a puzzle. Every good dungeon has a puzzle.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So item 54.
Puzzles make me hungry.
What?
All right. Here's your mechanism.
Blue and 3/9 or something.
I'm working up a segue
That
page.
was
Hold on.
something one of us found really recently.
The
You're
three
really
levers on the colored gears can turn either in a counterclockwise direction or in a clockwise direction. Each turn of a lever moves the bottommost arrow a quarter turn. And you're attempting to reach the black rectangular symbol, if possible, on the first try. Choose one of the 3 following sequences, then look at the results by taking the corresponding item. You can attempt multiple sequences.
Okay, here goes. I'm going to take the pouch, upend it onto the back of my hand, and...
Let me at it.
Is just like, oh, okay.
Got this like purple powder on my face now, and I'm not quite sure what happens. You made this thing, so Finnick, what happens when I?
Well, symptoms are generally fuzziness.
Do you mean side effects? Hopefully you don't have symptoms now.
So fuzziness, yeah. Suddenly, like, psh, all this like fine hair breaks out all over me. It's just like fine, soft hair, like a kitten's pelt.
And emotional fuzziness.
Oh, that's nice. That's not like what I had before, but this is better.
And and a chat.
Not cocaine though. This is different.
Well, it definitely gives you some animal energy, if you will.
Yeah, at which point like an actual like cat purring sound kind of comes from the character. So doesn't actually like look like a cat necessarily. Just has cat fur basically. And oh, that was odd.
It worked.
And then she sort of looks down for a moment, looks back up, and she's got Myram's eyes again. The bleed has expired, and she looks down at her. What has happened? What has become of me? I am.
You had some fuzzy furplerp.
What? Oh,
it's a concoction I made.
My. Apparently has some memory blanking effects. I'm not certain.
Oh, that's strange.
That's
strange. Well, you were experiencing some weird memory blanking earlier,
I
so...
just remember that we had acquired the head and we were returning to the archives. But where... Is that the password robot?
Finnick opens a little notebook and starts taking notes. Interesting.
Everything's so
memory
fuzzy.
Increasing.
It seems like I should be upset about this, but I feel strangely calm and serene.
As fuzzy furplerp would do.
You just did snort some random plants that Finnick ground up.
So she sits down kind of in the corner and begins like petting one of her arms.
It's fair, I would do the same thing.
Oh, this fur is smooth.
It is.
Oh wait,
yeah,
puzzle. Everyone, stop being distracted by the furpler.
Puzzle. A fuzzy puzzle. Fuzzle one.
Uh-oh.
I was just disconnected.
I was just disconnected too.
Let's switch over to here while we wait for it to be reconnected.
What?
We were disconnected from the tabletop, sir.
I just got disconnected as well. That's weird.
We can listen to the Once Upon a Tabletop music for a moment.
Let me make sure I save this.
I can't even like click OK. Like the card I was looking at is gone. Is like on top of it, so I can't. Yeah, I can see the directions. Nice.
I got bumped out altogether.
Yeah, I'm just gonna exit.
I was trying to solve the puzzle, and I think I've solved it. So.
Yeah, I was trying to look at it and understand.
Here, let me global chat about being disconnected.
Yeah, let me go ahead and go to the main menu. I saved the game, and then I'll go ahead and create a new table. Come on, Tabletop Simulator, get your shit.
I think Tabletop Simulator's servers are having issues.
Yeah, it could be that's the
be
case.
that.
Let us know what
you're talking about it within Tabletop Simulator.
Let us know what you find out. We'll entertain the chat.
Yeah.
All right.
So I am drinking my beer from a glass that I picked up at Gen Con at the ramp.
It's fun.
Nice.
There used to be
okay,
a
my
pink
table
drink
is
in it.
set up if
Oh,
you
okay.
want to try and see if you can hop in and hope for the best.
Well, I'm searching for
Also,
it. and
thank
it's not
you
coming up.
to Danger Duck for complimenting the music and also for that sub.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
I'm running out of my drink.
And I'm searching for the server, and it's not popping up. Just so you know.
I tried a second time and it came up.
Huh.
I think
Yeah.
I'm able to join.
I'm still loading.
I've got Mr. Johnson in.
Maybe I'll close this and try this again. Once upon.
Yep, I'm back.
Fuzzy Furpalurp.
There we go.
I need to put that in my
When I
D&D
typed
game.
when I typed in once for Once Upon a Tabletop for our server, underneath it is Lord Kevin's room.
I am
I wanna
Lord
go there,
Kevin,
guys.
and you have entered my room. Here we play games.
Can you imagine if you had, like, I don't know, a kid that just, god damn it, I'm doing the right password, it's just not letting me in. Can you imagine if there was a kid that was just named Kevin and that's all he did was just like speak like that?
Yeah, I can imagine that.
Yeah.
I think I knew that kid in high school.
This is infuriating. This is the same problem I had when we were first starting.
Lord Kevin.
That's all right. Here on Once Upon a Tabletop, we don't care.
Kevin, I made all your friends sandwiches.
Okay, mother. Thank you. I hope.
That's why this fucking thing keeps popping up. Get out of my computer thing.
Was it the bagel bites?
No,
I
honey, those are
request
fattening.
Pizza roll.
Mmm.
Mm,
All right, I think we're all back in the table.
Yeah.
I want to join Lord Kevin's table now.
Yes, right? It's locked, but yeah.
I'd only be there for the sandwiches.
Same.
Sandwiches. All right.
Lord
Why don't we
Kevin's
have-
mother
why don't-
makes good
yeah.
sandwiches.
Yeah, why aren't our mothers making us sandwiches right now? somebody needs
My mom's
a
asleep.
sandwich right now.
My mom's in Ohio.
Yeah.
Make her mail one to you.
I want
Ugh,
sandwiches,
gross.
man.
No, my mother's not a pushover. If I asked that the way Lord Kevin does, she
Yeah,
would literally
yeah.
give me a look and just go and walk out of my room. And go,
Mother!
make yourself a sandwich.
Get me a sandwich. I am Lord Kevin of the suburbs.
The last time I asked my mom to make a sandwich is when she was making a sandwich of her own, and I go, "Hey, do you want to make me one?" And then she gave me a look, and I was like, "Please."
Lord
She's
Kevin
okay.
doesn't ask his mother to make him a sandwich. He demands it.
God.
I just want a character that's named Lord Kevin, and I want to play Lord Kevin.
I believe that's what I'm doing right now.
I know, I love it.
This is
Just wanted to be
also
Lord
this is the
Kevin.
way that Lord Kevin sounds in his head. He really sounds like this. Mother,
Mother.
Mom.
So,
All right.
let's solve this puzzle, shall we?
All right, I think I've solved it. It's A. Done. Let's go.
Now Lord Kevin sounds like a douche. I agree.
Now, did you actually solve it?
I think
or
so.
Did you
So-
just pick one at
No,
random.
while you guys were
Then-
talking, I
I went ahead and got this done. So,
while you guys were
Let's hear
talking,
your reasoning, but I'm
Well,
probably
I was-
willing to go.
while
with
you
it.
guys were talking, I looked at the controls, the turning of the knobs, and I, in my head, as best as I could, turned them to see what the results would be, and I think I came
Yeah.
up with A.
Well,
so
I
basic-
trust your judgment.
because-
Basically, anytime you turn green or blue, clockwise or counterclockwise, it will turn the, if my guesstimation is correct, it will turn the arrow on the clock face in the same counterclockwise or clockwise direction. However, yellow will turn it in the opposite direction based on the the nature of how it's turning it. I think. And it's it's important to note that the first counterclockwise turn of yellow will not turn it at all.
Mm-hmm.
So I took all of that into account, and I think. Let me check one more thing. So when you turn it counterclockwise.
One more thing I'd like to mention. Did you just for the sake of bringing up, did you happen to notice that cube thing that we got has a clue that might relate to this? I haven't figured out if it means anything.
Yeah.
Which clue?
The cube? When it says 3-9?
On one corner on a translucent blue section, it reads 3/9.
No.
So how would you interpret?
Interpret. It's just interpret.
I don't know.
How would you put this to that puzzle that we're doing currently?
He's just asking the questions we're not. Yeah.
Just in case anyone else might make a connection that I'm not, because I can't think of how it relates.
No, I've
looked at it a few times
and
I can't think of how it might.
I don't know what the cube means yet, but I think Bobby's right because I agree. A.
All right.
The more I
51.
The more I look at it, the less comfortable I am with my answer. So let's do it before I start doubting myself, and this takes even longer.
No, I think you're right. Because I think you're right.
All right. Boom.
Seconds pass without anything happening, and then many clicks later, reveal card D.
That's
reveal the D.
Yay!
Take item 55.
So I did it?
Yeah, you did it.
Oh.
Yeah, we just gotta drop like the energy bars just whoosh.
Oh, I told you puzzles make me hungry.
Bridge.
What happened to that head? That severed head? Suddenly I'm hungry, and that severed head sounds really good.
We give it back to him?
Oh,
I believe we did.
I forgot about that. No, we did.
It's a good thing we gave it back before he became the
Man, that head would have been really tasty.
You're hungry, I'm sure Finnick has something he can cook up for you.
Do you have...
Are we not getting past that our elven friend literally wants to eat the head of a man?
Oh, wait. Did I say that out loud?
Isn't that what elves do?
Yeah.
That's racist, Miriam.
I've never heard of elves eating people.
No,
I don't know what kind of crazy forest you came from.
Elves are weird. You never know what sort of things they get up to.
Miriam,
he's a
if I
ranger,
wasn't
so
working
he
with
eats all
you
sorts of
to
strange
stop
things.
an evil plight, I would tell you to get out of this party immediately. But since we're working together to stop an evil plight, you have to stay.
Listen, I like you, Miriam, and your cultural sensitivity. Thank you. Oh, we got a new... What's up here? Oh, the dungeon. Now we get to go to the dungeon?
Location 17.
And that's a permanent change, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. No, it is not a permanent change. It doesn't have a...
No, you have to
symbol.
be here.
So, yeah, if we have to redo the run, we have to make sure that we do that whole finding the password thing. And
at least we know the answer now. You're welcome.
Right.
Oh, God.
All
I
right.
feel like a jerk.
All right, let's go to the dungeon. Roll the time captain die.
Two again.
All right. Gives us 8 more sections. We haven't used any time, have we? No. Because we haven't done any tests or anything like that.
No magic yet.
Nothing's called for specific time requirements or anything.
Correct.
Yeah. In this world, everyone, if you use magic, it usually almost always costs time units.
So. Yeah.
You know how in D&D, when you have to cast a spell or summoning something and it takes, your next turn? That's literally what's happening.
We're all twiddling our thumbs while the caster can'ts? Is that would be that? Oh, your word problem is spreading, Paige.
Don't flip any of these over.
I won't.
Ooh, I like this. I like the look of this card.
I was gonna say, me too. That look is awesome.
That goes there, and then this goes there.
Ooh.
All right.
Read the cards A, then A prime.
So the location one first, and then that
A prime for the. Oh, okay. So then this would go here.
Okay.
I'm guessing it doesn't matter that you moved that staircase to the very end. These are just random.
Yeah, because these are all question marks.
Okay.
Yeah. So
we
do you want
move
me to wait
down
for
the.
Cliff?
We move to the dungeon. We have to walk
Should we take
through
a?
You want to take a break?
Should we? Yeah, let's take a quick break because I don't know what happened to Cliff there.
Let's
but
do it. We're
that
going to
way
take a
not
quick
doing it
break,
without
and when we come back, we've got a new stream boss again. We just got a subscription from Coop. Thanks,
Woo!
Coop. 21 months in a row.
Yeah.
What a loyal feller you are.
A
Loyal feller. Yeah, we're going to take a...
Oh, Cliff's back.
Well, we have to do it now. We said it, so we're doing it.
I was gonna say I'm
taking a break
I'm
now?
getting
Yeah.
hot chocolate. Like,
Yeah, so...
I had to duck out for a second there.
Not a problem. We will be right back in just 5 minutes. We'll take a quick 5-minute break and then come back and
Find
spin
out
the
what's
wheel.
in the dungeon? What's in the dungeon?
And go down the dungeon path. There was a song written by Flintlocks and Roses called "What's in the Dungeon." That was a pretty good one.
What's in the dungeon? Lots of fun.
All right,
it's not my
we'll
favorite.
we'll be right back. Hey everybody, we're back. That stinger, I guess, is probably really loud. It seems like it is. I turned it down a little bit at the end, but it was too late. We are back with Once Upon a Tabletop. I am Bobby. We've got Oz and Cliff here, and Paige is still taking her time on the break, but no worries, because we're going to chit-chat for just a minute before we get started. I just saw on our break that we got rated by Heart Board Games. We heart board games, so that makes a lot of sense. Welcome, guys.
Hello.
So I'm glad you're joining us. We are playing Time Stories, which is a narrative, sort of storytelling-heavy game where we are playing time agents going through various points of time, trying to stop those would-be evildoers from messing up the time ways. And in this scenario, we're playing Prophecy of Dragons, where lots of weird things are happening. We've got severed heads in jars. We've got robots in medieval times. Who knows why we're here, but we're enjoying it, and it seems like everybody else is too. Paige, you're back. Why don't we spin the wheel? The wheel is the Once Upon a Wheel is something we do here on this show, where when the stream boss is destroyed down there below, then we spin this random wheel with crazy things that happen on it, and the person who is the current stream boss, the person who landed the killing blow, gets to decide whatever the thing is, gets to decide to whom that thing happens. So let's do that. We'll spin it real fast. I think I may not have put it on the screen, so we'll switch it over and see if we can catch the tail end of what it is. Or maybe I'll just spin it again. Here, spin it. It's spinning. Spin, spin the wheel. Spin, spin the wheel. You won flashback. Another flashback? Those are fun. We just had Finnick go through a flashback. And I know who I would like to see a flashback from, but I'm not going to try to influence the stream like I did once earlier. I'm supposed to remain impartial, I think. So, anyway, with the stream boss who is currently in control of the flashback is Coop, 21-month subscriber, Coop. So definitely well-deserved person to choose who this flashback happens to. So who would you like to hear more about their backstory?
Will it be the paladin? Will it be the priestess?
I love paladins. Priestess has
Will it
got
be the
some
ranger?
weird stuff going on, and the ranger is from the forest. So
Don't mind me, I gotta turn down my...
the elf known as Elvin.
I swear it's supposed to be like Elwyn or something, or but
Nope.
it's
But
Elvin.
Mm-hmm.
It's Elvin.
It looks like Coop decided the paladin, no, not the paladin, the priestess Miriam is going to be the one who has a flashback. Someone was asking, what program are you using for the excellent display? We use OBS Studio. Well, actually, this particular one is Streamlabs OBS, but primarily we use OBS Studio, and I think that might be what you're talking about. That's what we use. The game is being displayed in Tabletop Simulator. I don't know if that's what you're referring to also.
Yeah, basically it looks awesome though, because Bobby and Oz are just amazing at designing overlays.
Thank you very much,
Thank you.
Mr. Johnson Cliff. This one in particular was designed by Oz. So.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun creating this one because I'm a huge Time Stories fan. So
we taught, or they rather, I was there to witness it. They taught a class about doing that at Gen Con this year, and I believe Bobby said that he worked up the presentation not as a PowerPoint thing, but actually within OBS, so we can do that again and show other people how to do things like that.
Thanks for bringing that up, because I know that some people have asked Cliff, and I believe at least one or two of the people who were curious about that might be in the chat right now. I absolutely at some point in the nearest future plan to go through that whole seminar that I did again sometime on the stream.
that's awesome.
Yeah, there's no reason that I can't. Like Cliff said, instead of putting it into PowerPoint, I decided to be cheeky and put it into OBS Studio itself so that I could. It originally started because I thought it would be funny, but it turns out it was very practical because then I could show everybody how to do all the things that we were talking about. So it's ready. The presentation is ready to go to be streamed. So
nice.
I'll be doing that sometime. Yes,
right.
Cosmic Flux. It will be either before or after the Edge video. Does that answer your question?
Ding.
All right, let's get it.
All right. So let's do we do the priestess flashback first, or do we want to reveal what's going on with the dungeon first?
Let's reveal the dungeon. I've got a pretty good idea of what I'm going to do with the flashback, but I think I'd like to reveal that once we've described what's happening here.
All right.
Myram's having a moment sort of in the back of the group, which people are probably toward the front aren't paying much attention to because she's already kind of gone weird and fuzzy. But I'll say what's going on with her in a moment.
Okay. You cross the drawbridge with no issues. Having reached the dungeon's door, you see that it's been left open, which again strengthens the general feeling that the castle's been abandoned.
Oh boy.
You enter. Once in the main hall, you immediately feel that the temporal perturbations are stronger than ever. King Milyathan mustn't be much farther. From the main hall, 2 paths lie before you. Preparation. Shuffle the 6 question mark cards face down and place 5 of them randomly on spaces C to G, then reveal them. Then we're going to take the group token and place it at the beginning of the corridor of your choice on the card located on C. And your goal is to reach space H. Once it has been reached, the party heads to location 11.
It's another puzzle kind of thing, is what it feels like.
So as we're walking and approaching, Miriam starts breathing more heavily, like she's afraid of something. Just no, it can't be. No. Sort of as you get into the castle, she sort of grabs her head and starts shaking her head, and it looks like she's like scratching into her skin some. She's starting to bleed a bit, but the fur is protecting her from her fingernails, and she's just grabbing at her face and just in extreme distress. What's happening is she's having a flashback to the moment of the receptacle bleed. She's having a flashback and remembering the thoughts of not. So in this case, the receptacle is remembering the memories of the time traveler Cliff, who is currently using her as a receptacle, and going back to his memories of that experience. And she is realizing that the Time Lords are not gods, but people messing around with technology, and everything that she has believed her entire life is false about cosmology and the world. So she's just, all this is rushing in, and she realizes she's on a mission to save the worlds, but everything she believed about the universe is false.
Oh my goodness.
And she's having a bit of trouble with that, and she shakes her head for a while and then just kind of collapses to the ground and then stands up.
Miriam, you okay?
No. But I've got to press on. There's There's so much at stake. So much more than we know. And she's both weeping and bleeding, like down tears and blood down her face.
Fuzzy Furpalurp isn't supposed to do that to you.
Speak plainly, priestess. Of what do you speak?
I don't know how to say it. We're receptacles. We're being used by beings that travel through technology much like us but different. Everything we know about the world and the universe is wrong, and there are people trying to unravel existence itself or control it. I'm not certain. It's the politics are alien to me, but everything is wrong except that we need to stop this wrong. I don't quite understand why, but it's the scions against the who are we again?
The agency, or I think we might also be the sure.
The agency. We're agents inside us, and this isn't supposed to happen. We're not supposed to know or notice, but maybe your Furpalurp broke through the veil. I wish it hadn't. My gods.
I know not of what you speak, Miriam, but I do know that ever since we entered this underground place, I've felt a creeping darkness. Strange things are happening here, and perhaps it's starting to affect your mind.
Myron grabs the battle axe a bit more tightly. I don't think it really matters anyway.
Agent Oz.
Let's do this.
Agent Oz, who is controlling Finnick's brain, is like, holy shit, they know. How do they know? He's like sending telepathy. Oh dear God! Gaslight, gaslight, gaslight. Good job, good job, Agent Bobby.
all that matters is we get the mission done. Maybe then I'll forget.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Ilzia will
Oh Jesus.
help Miriam walk and guide her. Or stand near her for support.
All right. So we have to choose one of these corridors, this top one or this bottom one, to put our group token on. In the dungeon, the tests cost normal time unit amounts. Movements are free. In these rooms, space-time is greatly perturbed. So the rooms that have like a glowy thing, you must stop there, draw a vortex card, and resolve it before continuing on your way. When you enter through a room that looks like this like blue cross kind of symbol, you must stop there, draw an encounter card, and resolve it before continuing on your way. If you go through a room on fire, it costs each agent the health indicated, unless they've been fireproofed. The chasms, marked with agility tests, can be crossed by using a grappling hook, passing an agility test, or when depicted, using a potion of leaping. You can go from one stone to another using teleportation. Do you see any of those? Oh yeah, right here, like these, it's these pentagrammy things.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Do you see a second one? Is this a pentagram here?
There's a pentagram on that. Yeah, that one.
Okay, so we can teleport from there to there. Okay.
I see.
And then, oh no, but we would need. Do we have a wizard? We do. No, we don't.
We don't have a wizard, but we have magical people.
Right. No. Teleportation is a specific ability that we don't have. Sorry. All right.
Scratch
and
it.
then some doors need to be forced using the roll indicated. The lockpicking kit can be used on all of these doors.
I will like.
So what do we have?
On magic with the Solis, so any barriers that can be defeated with magic rolls, I'm pretty likely to kick some ass on that.
I have a scroll of leaping, so we can cross chasms.
All right, those are good things. So there's a
Easier.
chasm here. If we take the top path, we can magic.
By the way, Cool says we can't see the table, so we should
Oh,
probably
I'm sorry.
womp womp.
I was focusing on our faces during this amazing flashback. But okay, so here's the map we're talking about, folks. So this top path has some magic tests, it looks like. And then after that has some leaping to be had, I think.
And there's like some areas here to pass through. You must possess the dungeon map, which we do.
Yeah, we do have that, right?
So we
Yeah.
can skip over some shit too, which is nice. Okay. So we have like 8 time units left. So how do we get? We want to do the least amount of tests possible.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I see a vortex and an encounter this way, which is terrible. Then another vortex. Like, just in general, this bottom path looks like crap in comparison to the others.
We could use it for, like, if we take the top path and then get through it and go through, and then we have the dungeon map, so we could pass that whole jumping area.
Which we might as well.
And then we go here, and then we're either way, we're going to come across
fire.
Going through fire, so that's going to suck, because none of us have fireproof shit. And then, yeah, I guess the up, I mean, we're going to have 2 encounters if we go up, though. So, I mean, that's something to think about.
Oh god, there's a lot of vortexes this way. I see like 4 vortexes on that path.
Yeah.
On the bottom?
It seems like vortexes...
5 vortexes, actually.
Do you think vortexes are going to end up costing us more time units?
They might. I don't know.
Who knows? Time is perturbed there.
I think the top path is fine, especially since we do have the dungeon map. You know, we can jump across certain areas, or at least bypass certain areas.
I say we take the top. My vote is the top path.
I agree. Even if we have, I mean, I'm the fucking tank. I can fucking kill things in like a heartbeat. So I'm not too upset with the encounters. I'm just more worried that they're going to hurt more.
Yeah.
The more we go.
And time.
Yeah, we have to say. Yeah, we definitely have to do the top half. I agree.
Yeah.
Let's go then.
All right. So
And
we're going to
we're
traverse
off.
through the dungeon. All right. First part, we must stop there, draw a vortex card, and resolve it.
Vortex.
So let's shuffle these real quick. All right. First vortex card.
Vortex it is.
It's so hot that you can't believe the air itself isn't on fire. Your receptacles can't handle it. You each lose 1 health.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
So the story here is we went through a vortex and got dropped into what, ancient Egypt?
Looks like
That's
it, yeah.
awesome.
Wow. Ah!
Weird.
Oh, that's how they built the pyramids. Ah!
Like that's immediately your thought, whereas Paige's mind just goes, "Oh fuck, it's hot," and then we like go back, and I'm like, "Oh, thank God."
All right, make sure you get rid of a
Damn
health.
cool dungeon.
That's 1 down.
All right. Well, that wasn't a test, so that's good. But this is a test here. We have to do a magic test, 2 successes.
I rolled 5 dice.
Go for it.
Except whatever solis. Well, we'll see if the magic works with no faith behind it. I say as I open the book.
Click clack. Ooh.
It does.
As those dice were going, they were briefly all skulls. It really made me nervous.
All right. So that spends a time unit. We're at 7 time units. We're going to move through. We're not going the south way. We're going to go this way.
Yep.
And now we're
And then
going
we
to
don't
skip
have
the
to-
leap.
Skip it. Yep.
Nice.
Okay, because we have the dungeon map. And then here, we all lose a life because of the fire, because we don't have anything to fireproof, right?
Nope.
I have that underwear. Does that count?
No, I think that's flammable.
Yeah. Now
Yeah, I know.
you lose 2
Underwear
health.
is most definitely flammable. Take it from me. We know underwear.
W-
Yeah, you
The
sold it.
Shepnings. Yeah, the Shepnings know underwear.
And then we're gonna get into an encounter because that upstairs part.
No, we can skip that.
Oh,
I don't know
sweet.
why we would go up there to do an encounter.
I just
Just
thought it
don't
was like
go that way.
mandatory.
Paladins love encounters.
I'm
Just
I'm
because you
sorry.
detect
There are
evil-
heretics that need to be purged. Oh, that doesn't look good.
A metal monster leaps on you. Fight.
There's there, heretic. Have fun purging.
Well, it's two.
And I'm not the one who abandoned their gods, calling them Bob, and now is going through an identical crisis and is taking drugs to get by. I think I'm the one that's doing better than you right now, Miriam. You should focus on yourself, not others.
Whoa.
Metal
Clearly.
golem!
It's
Stop
fine to be
fighting.
encouraging, but just go ahead and do what you're going to do.
Two time. This is
I
gonna
just
take
said
two
you're good
time.
at killing things. This is your... Go for it.
Oh, I am. How much health? 3?
3 skull health. Yeah.
Okay. So I
Skull shields.
like flipped the table just to see what I'm fucking doing half the time.
There you go. All right.
I will attack first.
All right. So this is gonna
Yeah.
take a time unit for us to fight it, and yeah, do your best. We need to get rid of those time shields.
She's using the
That's
Master
fine.
Sword.
Yeah, I am. I'm just gonna use these 3.
Do you have full health? Then you can do it at range. Ew.
Whoops, no, I didn't roll. There we go. Hold on. Roll. I got 3 because my Master Sword does 2, so the time units are gone. But he'll
And a
still
skull.
have 2 skulls left.
Well, the rest of us can take a whack. I think Miriam will step up with a battle axe and take a swing. It's not one time unit per each of us that tries, right? We each
No,
get a
no.
chance.
Correct.
Wait, this is a terrible idea. Is somebody else better at fighting? You should probably stop me.
I have
Yeah.
a ranged weapon that I can use if I'm allowed to use it, but I think it says melee, doesn't it? Oh no, it says any. That flag.
just
yeah,
fight.
That
As-
symbol is any combat.
As my room approaches, then maybe your arrow comes in.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and
I
shoot.
I should not attack.
Would we be considered on the same space? Like, would I lose a die for being in the same space, quote unquote? Since I'm shooting with my arrows.
Technically there are no space. Well, I don't know. I would say you don't get any. Why? How
So-
does your thing work?
Well, if I'm ranged,
Oh yeah, you could still use ranged from in the same space. It's just a type of attack.
right.
Yeah, you just get penalties for being further away.
Oh, that's right. I get penalties for being further away.
Unless
I'm
there
thinking
was
about it
something else.
backwards for some
Yeah.
reason.
So yeah, go ahead
All
and
right,
take your shot.
3. I'm rolling. 2 hits.
All right, that kills it. Describe how you kill it.
Well,
Nice.
me and the paladin Aliciador have a rapport in combat. So
Yeah.
she goes in and does her flourish and swings and makes a chink in its armor and exposing some sort of glowing power core and Elvin immediately remembers all the days of fighting fire golems in the Badlands of her days of rangering, and she knows that when the core is exposed, you have to strike, and so she loads an arrow and holds her breath and then looses it right into this power core as it explodes.
Spider had been stepping up with her axe, but it hesitated, clearly not like realizing she was well suited for the fight, even though she had the axe. And yet, in the hesitation, you hit, and she looks and good.
And as the giant metal beast falls on the ground with an earthquake, we get snapped back into the dungeon.
Down the stairs. Don't take the left.
Oh, you said snapped, not slurped. All right.
Got through another vortex.
Vortex.
Looks like we can waltz past a couple of those challenges, so that's good.
I hope this
We're not
vortex.
going down that way.
I hope this vortex is to a spa.
All right, we're almost there. Keep going. We can do this.
Oh
I
no,
have
it's
faith
Zombie
in
Town.
us, at least.
Yeah, you have a feeling of deja vu. Quick, get away.
And we do, right? Okay.
I feel like I should be running up and reporting these people. Asking them questions.
Yeah.
And another vortex as we run down the hall and into another chamber with stairs leading up and away.
That's so cute that they have that shit. That, like,
Glub,
Easter eggs.
Yeah, glub, glub. Each agent must make a agility roll and get at least 2 successes. If they fail to do so, that agent loses a.
Oh,
Does anyone have
Or
any
underwater.
Yep.
Oh no.
I have to get actually like 2 successes. I roll 2 dice.
Oh
For this
jeez.
shit.
You could get up to 4.
Yeah,
Anyone
that's
has
true.
any
Die has
fancy
2.
water breathing stuff?
Right click and roll.
will.
No, I
Oh, okay.
sent it.
Okay.
Bam!
Hey, you did it!
2
Nailed it.
successes.
Nailed it. All right. The
All right, who's
paladin
next?
survived.
Yay.
Didn't you swim
I-
once before already in this world?
We did.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
had the water
I'm rolling.
breathing potion, and then
Yeah.
we
Hey,
used
I
it.
did it.
Nice.
Yeah, I would have needed another blue token, another blue reagent, so that I
Oh, yeah,
could
to save
regenerate the swimming potion.
Yeah.
All right. Elvin is swimming,
Yeah,
swimming,
thank you.
swimming, and she makes it
Elves don't
Nice.
need to breathe,
quite well.
Okay. All right, I get 2 dice.
right?
Trying to decide if that's
I didn't make it.
racist against elves or not.
I start like
Coughing.
gasping for breath, for air, and I lose a health. I'm down to 1 health.
Well, when we get out of this, I'll
Do you have any
No.
healing?
Oh my
we
gosh.
should heal.
Yeah, I
people.
think we need to heal the halfling.
Yeah, I have. It's gonna cost a time unit, but I have lay on hands.
No, since we
once-
did a test, that costs a
I
time
don't-
unit, so we're at 5 time units.
I don't think we should spare the time units. I think we should just walk it off.
Can't you heal people?
I could once more, but again, like your ability, it will take time. And we're almost to the end.
I thought you
We're
could
all
heal people
expendable.
while we move.
Yeah.
I can actually when we move from one location to another, but we're not
Which we
doing that right now. Are
Are.
No, this is all one location.
Oh, okay.
Yeesh.
You know what
we? I won't
else?
spend the time doing it. I recommend you don't either. He can still walk and breathe.
But not
It's
for
all
much
part of
longer.
him for the moment.
Not for much longer. Alicia Door,
I'm not doing very well.
I think
Shield
we need.
yourself against your empathy. You must finish the mission.
He needs your help, Paladin. Lay your hands on him.
Really, you're gonna waste. Okay, all right.
I don't think we can, because that's only after we do a time captain roll.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Well,
So, no.
Bash down this door. It's one more
I
vortex,
have to go
and
through-
then
we have
we're
to go
almost
through
out.
it.
I would heal you, but I can't.
It's all right. It's all right. Bash the door.
Oh, I
That'll
will.
cost a time unit.
I'm gonna
Need 2
bash that
successes
door.
on a melee test.
All right. I'm gonna use my sword with this because obviously. And then I'm gonna roll. That was not a roll. Can we please?
but you got it.
Just
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
You
replay that,
succeeded.
even
Yeah,
though
yeah,
I got
yeah.
a 4 because of my sword, but that was a shitty roll.
You got it. You're good.
I got a 4.
All right.
Vortex.
Vortex.
We go down. Now we have an encounter.
Oh, no, we have to do the vortex first. Don't skip that. We just
Oh,
bashed
right.
down the door. Vortex,
Thanks.
then encounter.
Oh, jeez. All right.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
The
Time?
jungle.
The bearded man turns around and begins to talk and talk.
Holy
and
shite!
talk.
You lose 4 time units.
Oh my god. Well,
Oh,
we're
that
fucked.
actually ends our
Yeah.
run.
Yeah.
No,
so...
old man! Stop talking!
Wait.
We're in the
Can't we-
jungle.
Can't we use
Who wants
our...
to be the old man?
Can we use...
Oh, it's
can't we
been a
use
long
the,
time since
yes.
there's
The
what?
beacon thing? I think we should.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
We have a blue beacon that will get us 3 time units right now.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Might as well.
Oh, look! It's passers-by. It's been so long since I've had visitors here in the jungle.
The last time I
Let me
had visitors.
come to my hut and let me tell a story to you. Would you care for some chamomile tea?
No.
Click.
Click. All right.
I literally just imagine if anybody's played Five Nights at Freddy's where that hippo just keeps talking to you after you die. That's literally what I imagine.
Ah, jeez. All right.
I'll
Last
do
the
my
encounter.
Deckard Cain. Come, stay a while and listen.
Stay a while, traveler.
All right. The man seems bewildered.
Doing some bloodborne.
Who wants to
aesthetic
be?
here. Greetings, kind sires. I've been wandering these corridors for days. Do you know where the exit is? I don't quite know how I got here, but if I could get my hands on that damned Dr. Hyacinth.
Yeah, so now after the old man, like Miriam's like just her lips been like tightened, just gripping her battle axe, had been fantasizing, like just laying into that guy with the axe, like just steps up to this guy, brushes him aside, don't know, don't care, we're busy. And continues.
Continues on his way while muttering. Yep. You all remember Dr. Hyacinth?
Oh yeah.
I do. He was
I
from the
love
Insane
this.
Asylum from the first one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. And we've
Is
made it
that
to
just
H.
a waste of
What
shit.
the H?
Once it has reached, the party heads to location 11.
Hey, Cole, thanks for the cheer. We're
Thank
down
you.
to, I think, is it 300 or 400? 350 or something damage on the stream boss.
Oh man, can you imagine that scenario where you got like a really, really clean like top row where you could just skip everything and you were so prepared? Oof.
All right, location 11.
Okay. Whoa,
Oh, no,
look at
there's so
that
much
guy!
stuff.
Look at that superhero hair!
Oh my gosh, it's like the...
Oh, fragged.
Oh my god, he looks like not Doctor Strange, but one of the other villains.
It's funny that you said that because I was just about to say it's the multiverse of madness. Oh.
It is very Doctor Strange. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. I was also thinking of Ra's al Ghul from Batman.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
After descending a steep stairwell, you end up in the throne room. You immediately recognize a large main with its very light blue halo. In the middle of the room is a model of littered with soldier miniatures. As you arrive, the people around the table break off their conversation and stare at you. Some draw their weapons, while Milyafin, in the middle, speaks to you. Who wants to be Milyafin?
Ooh,
Cliff, do it.
Ah, agents from the consortium. Of course you had to show up. Well, I figure you've been painted a perfectly Manichean portrait of the situation. Oh, the evil scions will break everything, and on and on. Come, don't disappoint your superior officers.
You'll have to fight. Hurry, time's running short.
It literally is. Which
Yeah, no, this is bad. This is really bad.
yeah.
This is a group battle. On any roll where you get at least one skull, add all of the skulls and hearts present on the backs of unoccupied cards. Also, for as long as Milyafin's card is unoccupied, you each time you lose one health extra because of the heart.
All right. Who wants to fight? Who wants to fight whom? Oh man, so there are 4 of us and 5 things, so we will take this damage every time.
We've got to clear the skulls and the wizard. I think Paladin, anyone who's stronger at fighting should fight first and try to wipe out the most dangerous ones. But we don't know what's going to be
the most
there.
dangerous then? Because I mean,
Well, that robot is
I was
one.
gonna say that too. Yeah, I'll take on the robot then. I'm cool with that.
You're gonna need backup.
Of course.
I've got the magic ability. I'll stand toe-to-toe with the wizard dude.
Now music is playing for everybody, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll turn it up.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Because this feels like towards the end, and I don't think we're going to be able to finish.
This is actually the last location of the deck.
Yeah, so like should we? Because I don't think we're going to be able to defeat all of these guys within 3 time units. I mean, we'll see what happens. But like, if we run out of time, are we really going to have to run all the way back here? Because this is what happened in the asylum. We basically were at the end, and we were like, you know what? Let's just reach the end, say that we redid everything.
Well,
no, we're gonna do it. We still have 2.5 hours left on the stream. What the hell are we gonna do if we don't?
End early.
Yeah.
Well, okay.
It's fine if that happens, but yeah, let's. I don't know what you're suggesting though.
That's what I'm suggesting. Is just cut ahead.
Well, remember also, if we lose, we can reset back. We can reset back to where the castle portion started.
Yeah, which I have the notes and stuff for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, all right. We also have one pink beacon that'll allow us to kill something automatically. So if any of us comes across anything that like we absolutely have to murder, let's do that.
Murder. All right.
Now for me though.
I'm gonna hang out with this soldier because that covers that card, so it's not unoccupied. But I can still also assist our paladin with the robot with my bow.
Sounds like a plan.
Shit. All right. So, I only have 1 health. I really shouldn't be.
The only thing that I can think of is just to keep you safe. You should probably team up with someone else.
Well, we'll all take 2 damage.
There's no safe.
What if I hop here? This has nothing on it.
No, unoccupied cards will cause all of us damage.
On rolls, where you get 1 skull, you add all of the skulls. But if I'm not rolling, then I can't get damaged. Haha.
So
I was gonna say it says
it's better
also,
if you cover the skull.
for as long as Malefic's card is unoccupied. So that
it's going to be occupied.
Yeah,
here.
Someone has to be there. Yeah.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So it's better, Oz, if you cover one of the skulls. Because then we will... Never mind.
No, I know, but then it means that I will probably die.
Yeah, he will definitely take
probably going
damage.
to die.
You guys could take like 1 extra health loss or a few more, whereas I can't.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna run toward this center thing.
So just to be clear, because if you don't take an extra one, it's not that we can't yet. Maybe we can, but we absolutely will all take more damage if we take any damage.
Yes. Okay. All right. So the robot is 3 time units shields, and that's it. So that's pretty easy.
Yeah.
This dude with the guns and grenades in the military
Nice.
has 6 white shields and 1 heart shield. Miljafin is red with rage. A sphere of energy leaves his hand, hits you fully, and immobilizes you completely. Until the sphere is dissipated, one of the agents who has revealed this card, randomly determined, cannot act and loses 1 health each time unit.
That's good.
Jesus.
Who is that?
That's me. So
Oh, God.
I also have these skills able to dissipate the sphere.
Maybe the
It's up to
wizard
the
shouldn't
others.
have gone. Maybe a magic user shouldn't have gone head to head with him.
I figured magic user to magic user, but I guess, if you're auto-defeated, then it doesn't matter.
It's up to the others to save them by dissipating the sphere or by killing Miljafin. To dissipate the sphere, it has to be a magic
Magic.
test.
Yep.
Or to vanquish Miljafin, all of that. And if you beat him,
Which
we take
I'm
the green
adding.
token and reveal card H.
I'm adding just in case if we want to use it, because that's
Cool.
8 to...
All right.
All right. The Fault, so for me, the Fault creates a powerful magnetic field, and only agents who can use magic can attempt to... Okay, I can use magic, that's good.
Yeah.
9, it's a 9 shield magic test. For all rolls of this test, each blank side obtained seals that die, and we place it on Codex 4. and no one can use it anymore. If all 6 dice are captured, read the mission failed card.
Whose idea was to fuck us all over?
Well, I'm not doing that.
All right.
Why would I do this?
I feel like.
Oh, because we want
we're at such time, like a short time, we should have.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we split up. But this really does feel like we should have gone to every card together, because it's really like, oh god, like the first one's nothing, but everything else just seems like it's
we
stacking up.
definitely should not have gone to every card altogether, because if one person would have rolled 1 skull, then that person would have gotten like 5 skulls and died.
I think we just need to rush Milyathan, man.
That's what I'm thinking too.
I'm gonna I'm abandoning this thing, and my action is gonna be to move to Milyathan.
Okay.
But can you? I thought you can't.
He can.
Was it
Yeah,
locked?
he can. There's
There
no
wasn't
lock
a
here.
lock on
Oh,
it.
okay.
No. Yeah, so he can move.
All right. Well, you can't attack him until next turn, but
Correct. All right, so we have 2 time units left. In those in that time unit that I've just spent moving, what are your actions?
If Elysia doesn't roll well on her fight, it's over.
Well, that's not pressure
If
at
you
all.
don't clear those 3 shields, each
Yeah.
one of those is going to take.
Oh
time
yeah,
away,
because the
so
time units.
Just
Yeah.
maybe do that, and we'll see how.
you
that
attack
goes.
it. You attack it first, Paige, because if you kill it, then I can attack something else.
Yeah.
Right, but if you fail, it's over. Do you want to spend the pink beacon to just automatically defeat it?
No,
I
it's
think
not
the pink
over.
beacon
If
is better for Milyathan.
it's not over if
Yeah, I
she
was gonna
fails.
say I would use it for Milyathan. I'd use that pink beacon for him.
But I can dissipate the sphere. It's a
Don't we
3
have to
magic
fight
test.
him after though?
But we want to vanquish him. Just dissipating the sphere opens me up and takes more time. Like, pink thing is auto kill for the big boss. You don't use that on his henchman.
Oh, I see.
Also,
I see.
it's highly unlikely that she will fail. She only needs 1 ba-bam.
She's gonna kick some
Correct.
ass on the roll.
She's
All right,
got the
all right.
Master Sword.
Oh god.
You guys
Oh,
are
God.
jinxing it.
It is
I'm just
so
gonna say that right now.
incredibly
Jinxing it.
unlikely.
All right, so
I got it.
make
I got it.
Yeah.
But barely though.
1 success, 3 success. Nice. Okay.
Yeah, but my sword does too. So
Nice. So you got rid of all of those shields,
yeah.
so that time does not advance. Sweet. Oh wait, who
So-
tossed that card?
But also, you take 2 damage.
Toss it away.
I take 2 damage.
Yeah, because
No.
you got a
There were
skull.
3 skull points. What's your skull
Oh.
defense? It's probably more than 3.
Hold on. Timetables
Hold
is
on,
being
no.
weird.
Yeah. No, I'm trying to rewind time because those cards thrown off the table.
Oh,
What does it matter?
Because if we need to
because we
reset,
might have to reset it.
Okay.
Yeah. So why do
I'll
I
just
have
set
to
it
take
aside.
two damage?
So this is a group
You
battle.
don't take
On any
damage.
roll where you get at least 1 skull, add all of the skulls and hearts present on the backs of unoccupied cards. How
so
much?
there's 3 skulls total.
So my defense is 3.
Okay,
right?
so then,
No.
yeah, you
so you
don't.
don't take damage.
My defense is 3, so I don't take damage. Yeah.
When I said you take
Damn.
damage, I kind of meant that you have to resist 3 skulls, so to speak.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I have 3.
You
So
might take damage, so
Yeah.
Ah, jeez.
Bobby's the only one who hasn't done something yet.
All right. Well, then I guess. So if I don't attack a military man, do I get Do I take damage? I have to attack him.
Yes, if you can always leave a locked card, but you take an automatic damage for doing so.
I mean, if I don't attack him, he doesn't attack me, does he?
correct. But again, if you leave a locked card,
I don't
it's
have.
like
I
he's
don't have to
attacking.
leave. I can attack from where I am. I have a bow.
Don't we take an item for defeating the robot thing?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we get item 59. Thank you for pointing that out.
Okay, I'll find it.
So what are you thinking?
What I'm
Bobby?
gonna attack Milyathan. I just want to see if there's gonna be any downside to me not attacking this guy shooting at me, guns ablazing.
Oh, you will take You take the damage on the You take the damage on the card. So it's as though you rolled. Like you will always take a damage, and I believe you would take 2 damage basically because of the that heart shield.
You might as well leave and take 1 damage. Because if we're gonna pink beacon this guy, you know. You know what I mean? If we tactical nuke his ass,
Well,
you're gonna take 2 damage by sitting there, and you might as well just take 1 leaving. Unless you're confident that you can take down enough shields on him where you can't take damage, but...
Well, wait a second. Can we just pink beacon him right now? Because you have the ability to range attack from where you are.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Stick the pink beacon on an arrow
yeah.
and shoot him with it.
Yeah, shoot him in the face!
So let me. This is a side question, tangentially related. The armor that I have is the skulls on my card, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the pink beacon is you can kill anything. Period.
Immediately succeed a test. Yes. Straight through. That is why the pink beacon is amazing.
So
Yeah, it's TP.
let's be clear. You immediately succeed a test. What does that mean?
You remove all the shields on a test.
Yeah, you just do
Oh,
it.
okay.
Vanquish Milyafin.
All right.
What is
Yeah.
the debate here?
Because I don't like to win when I shouldn't have.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh,
We'll shoot him
Bobby.
in the face.
Here, I will double check for you. That is my understanding.
You know what? Don't double check because I'm not gonna have all you guys pissed off at me if. So we'll go with your interpretation. I just foresaw the future, the timeline where that's not how you interpret it, and then
we all just went, God damn it,
and then I
Bobby, you
could-
just had
and
to
then I'm-
ask for the rules.
I have to leave Once Upon a Tabletop forever because everybody will be so mad at me. So I'll go with the general consensus, and I'll pull out an arrow, and I'll
Yeah.
pull the pink beacon that I reach into my pouch for some sort of a weapon, and I feel this strange thing, and I'm like, what is this? I don't know. Obviously, it goes on the end of my arrow, and I put it on the end of my arrow, and I shoot Milyafin with it. Take that as a grenade. Knocks me in the side of the head.
There's a
The
giant
booth.
moth in my room, so if I look like I'm freaking out, it's because it's flying around my lamp and I don't want it in my tea. Oh my god.
I have
It's
moths.
huge.
My kids leave the doors open all the time. I have moths flying around the lights in my studio
Well,
constantly.
I have a new air unit, and they go through the vent, and I don't know how they live, but this moth is like legit the size of a quarter. And I live in
Yeah.
Michigan.
So if you ever see me on a stream just going like this,
Yeah, same.
All right, so
Oh,
Elvin,
man.
you take 2 damage,
ugh. From
but you have defeated Milyafin.
Yeah.
Let me reveal card H. Milyafin's eyes roll back, and a strange voice comes out of his mouth.
Cliff.
Who wants to be the strange
We can't
voice
hear
of
you.
Milyafin?
Crap.
Oh.
See how these dragons will crush Algraria. The only way to save these people was to open a vault and gather more powerful forces. What naivety as to the intentions of the consortium and of the agency! We'll meet again. You'll know my name when you remember yours.
Oh, ooh, that's ominous.
The receptacle falls to the ground. What? Who are you? The Scion has left this body for good.
Take
Ooh.
that, you scion scum. What? What just came over me? I don't know.
That did not end the game, y'all.
Yeah. So now what? We oh, we already took it. Never mind. So now what? Do we?
Take
we do?
that. That was too easy.
I think it might have to be this thing here. We need to do that magic test.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
There it
Oh
goes.
man, I shouldn't have moved.
We. Well, we did it, but we also didn't critical
Hold on.
think very
There's
well.
no way to do this then.
Well, we have 1 time left, right?
Well, no, we're spending 1 time unit to move over.
Yeah,
you
and then
actually
you use
cleared
it, and
me.
then-
Hold on. You actually cleared me, and I hadn't taken an action yet.
Oh, that's right. So
There
you
you
would
go.
move this turn, and so it's all up to you to get 9 success magic test.
I will absolutely
get-
fail you.
Wait. You can
You
get
have things
my.
you can give me?
I have this
Yeah.
magic amulet.
Chuck it.
What does that do?
It adds 2 extra magic dice.
Sweet. And I've got this book. Anything else?
Good luck.
And my axe.
I can cast a spell when another agent rolls the dice. Any successes are added to that player's results. Okay, so
Yeah,
I'm gonna
since you
crush
haven't
up.
done anything, you could, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna crush up.
Doesn't it take a time unit to cast a spell?
No, because he hasn't done anything.
No.
He moved, and then he wasn't.
Oh no, you're right. It would cost its time. It would.
Well, no, because you moved.
No,
you
cast a spell without spending any time units. It's there in parentheses.
Woo!
I'm panicking because
So
we
set
have
me
one
up
time
then.
left.
All right.
Jesus.
Okay, Finnick saves the day. He crushes up some Hegatests. Toss it. Oh god. Okay. I'm rolling 3 because that's my magic now, and you get 3 successes added on to your magic test. Do it!
All right. Got a shot at this.
Good luck.
Wait, what else do we have? Do we have anything else? Come on.
I have underwear. Do you want special underwear?
I'll hold
I
the
don't-
underwear for good luck.
I have. Hold on. I have
Do it! Chuck the underwear in midair. Like, just...
I have
Condiments.
I have condiments. Spice up a good meal.
Yeah. Make that magic
Okay.
saucy.
Well, it sounds like I've
how
got
we
7
do it.
dice with 3 bonus successes to do this in one shot.
You got this.
Good luck.
Oh man.
I don't like this kind of pressure.
I no one likes this pressure.
We're gonna fail
I'm
anyway,
nervous.
but do your best.
4.
Hold on. That's the 7th die. It's yeah.
2,
You did
4,
it.
6.
Plus the 3 from Fennec.
So we did it!
9.
Oh
Did
my
it.
god! we just was able to do it!
Yep, she steps up, says, "I don't have gods anymore.
Oh, God.
I know the truth of the universe, or I've seen parts of it. The lords of time are nothing. This place, all of time together, it's such a greater tapestry than we could ever imagine. But when I step here, I have the tools in our hands, the people inside of us from other times, the wisdom and the strength of the receptacles. Take this back to your agency with you. Remember us, for we stand together, and we will not be unraveled.
Yeah!
Septum solis, and blah blah blah. Cast spells and big blast of light.
Love that. Holy shit.
Yeah. We did it!
Did
All
we?
right.
I think.
Yeah, then take item 58.
What's
Let's
58?
see what happens. Mission
Yay!
successful!
We did it with one time unit!
Bravo! You've managed to successfully close a new temporal fault that would have no doubt imperiled the balance of this system. Prepare for transfer. If you have the... Is that a yellow or a green?
It's green.
It doesn't matter. We have both.
Yeah.
Read the mission successful card. If you don't read... I guess they're different colors. So which color do we read?
We read the
We read
mission
the green
successful.
one. There's 2 mission successuals.
Oh,
We
if
have
you
the
don't
token,
have the
but we
green
do.
token, we have the green token.
We do.
So we read the green one.
Because
Yeah.
we defeated Milief and succeeded at the mission by closing it.
All
If we
right.
hadn't defeated Milief, and we would have read the other one.
Yeah. So we're reading we won. We mission successful. We did it. We have the green token.
Transfer. All right.
The thing is, we don't know which option of those is better, right?
Oh,
One of them-
failed or succeeded?
Yeah, do you...
So they're
Yeah,
both
see-
succeeded. We don't know which one would have been better for us to gain.
Oh,
I'm guessing the
right.
one that we
yeah.
did get because we had to do more work, but you never know with this game.
Well, we
Yeah.
got this fairly recently. When did we get this green token? Because it was after
When we
gave
killed the
password.
dude.
When we killed
When you-
Milyathan.
Yep. If you didn't kill
Oh.
the Orion, you get the gold one. If you do kill
Get
the
the
Oh.
orange.
green one.
Ooh, all right. Bob greets you as you exit your caissons. Unlike his usual contrite look, he seems very satisfied with your performance. Who is Bob?
All right, guys, I don't have the habit of going on length about the performance of my students in the field, but here we've just outdone ourselves, or you've just outdone yourselves. Successfully completing a mission the way you did, it's nothing short of art. I'm rather happy that my recruits are holding up to my expectations. Come on, everybody, to the bar. It's my treat. But first, head to accounting to tally your points. You know how they're sticklers for paperwork.
Take item 56.
Fuck. We actually did it without...
We did it in one
We made
run.
it.
We did it in run.
Wait.
One
We
run!
need- hold on. We need to take a moment to role play this out in character
Yes,
as our
agreed.
agents back in here as we're sort of taking a moment together before we move along with Bob to collect our thoughts and, I don't know, whatever else comes to us. So I know as you're starting to head back, Cliff, I sort of pause and kind of hang back with let out a deep sigh. You're not sure if it's relief or concern, but that's all I say for now. I'm narrating my reticence to speak out. But
Agent
you-
Paige is just ecstatic. And she kind of looks to the other three, waiting for them to catch up. And she'll walk back, seeing that everybody hasn't moved.
I high five Agent Page, but Agent Oz it's a hesitant high five, and Agent Oz is troubled by what Milyathan meant
Yeah.
about learning his name when we learn ours.
Maybe we are receptacles.
But that said, Bob's approval is something that we've been wanting this whole time, and Agent Oz looks at the team and says, "Well, we did it."
yeah, first run.
Hey, I'm happy. I think we did a great job.
Do you hold on? Do you remember from orientation? Did they say it would be like that? There were things that happened. I think the receptacles recognized they noticed. At least mine did.
Maybe there was a bleed effect. I
We
mean,
had a
that
lot
is
of crazy bleed effects. Yeah.
Yeah, it could also be, I mean, call me crazy, but it could also be just they could have been their own little receptacles or agents of their own. We don't really know. I mean, I don't know about you, but I didn't like pickpocket my receptacle.
That
Like-
cyan sounded, I don't know, not like what I would have thought. I think they talked about protecting the world from a dragon attack. Not.
Maybe
Huh.
they.
Who
said
knows
that
what
it was
scions are saying when they say what they say? They're crafty, devious fools that are trying to corrupt the time ways, and we stopped them. Don't let their mischievous and words tempt you to their way of thinking. You're a time agent, and you did well, Agent Cliff.
Yeah, we did it.
Yeah, we did, right? We did
Yeah.
the thing. Like
Yes,
one
that's right.
time
They're just
through,
trying to confuse
reset.
us.
Yeah.
I
You're
think
right.
we did great. I don't know about you guys, but I'm gonna miss that receptacle.
Feel
Me
good
too.
about it. We won. Oh, I'm not gonna miss mine. Ugh. Well, I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe
she
she'll
was a
be
bit
better
of,
after.
Very opinionated, very passionate.
I wonder what's gonna happen to her now.
I think I might remember how to make fuzzy purple herb.
Yes.
Well, I don't know.
I
I don't
do
know how to
wanna
get my
try it.
hands on those materials though.
Update it. Oh my god, there's a giant moth!
No, oh my god, I see it. I see it. It's so massive. Ugh.
It came out of nowhere!
By the way, we have to spin the wheel.
faster.
Radio Free Supply actually was, I believe, our stream boss during our boss fight, and we
Oh.
forgot we never spun
I'm
it.
spinning it.
Oh, but
Here it comes.
Oh my god, god, where the fuck did it go?
You
That's right,
won
we're still not done with the
receptacle
game.
hop.
Oh,
Well,
this is gonna be
that
good.
would have been fun, except
Except
Yeah.
no, here's how it goes. They pick someone in our group who are receptacle, who gets some sort of like reverse flashback thing, and the receptacle that we just were in steps forward for a brief interaction.
Ooh, yes.
So who's that gonna be?
Ooh, nuts. While that's happening, let's go to accounting. You score the following points according to your performance on Linnae. For each opponent defeated, 3 MP. I guess. Oh, Linnae is like this. For each opponent defeated, I assume it's these things at the end because we didn't really fight anybody elsewhere.
I mean, we
in the
did, but
castle.
like we didn't.
Not in the
we didn't-
castle.
No, but we also kept track of. We didn't keep track of
Algueria
all the other
is-
fights.
Well, Algueria was that, but Linnae is
Oh.
here, and Linnae we didn't fight anybody until the very end.
So just the two, Meliathan and the robot.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay,
So
so 6. Then for each remaining time unit, 2.
That means
There was
zero.
1. So we're at 8.
I mean, I think we kind of used that time
Nobody
unit. I
died,
think
right?
we only. I don't
Right.
think we had an extra.
For
time.
each gold remaining, 1.
Oh,
We spent all of our gold. I think.
we're poor.
Okay. If no one died during the run, 5. Okay, 13.
We did.
We
Didn't
we
we
did
lose
lose
somebody?
someone. Yeah.
Yeah, we lost Miriam.
Oh, right.
Oh, right. Yeah. I didn't.
Yeah.
So we got 8.
Well, it
8.
doesn't matter because we're nowhere near 20 anyway. So.
We get
That's
another
it?
pink
The
beacon.
lowest.
Wait, we don't even get a
We're-
bonus for like not doing the.
We get a pink beacon,
1 pink
Which-
beacon.
Yeah.
which is really handy actually.
Yeah, that's not bad. That
Yeah.
kind of sucks that we don't get a. I wonder what the orange successful mission is then, because we didn't get like bonuses for like completing it in one scenario. Like
Wait,
the
how
other
are we
ones
supposed
did.
to run this? How are we supposed to get this many MP? How are we supposed to get more than that?
Unless we sell that underwear
Lots of
and
time
we
units
just
remaining.
rank up gold and we kill all these guys.
If
at
no
the
one
end.
dies, and if we killed all of those guys, we would have gotten 20 just for that. For time units
Yeah.
remaining, that would have given us some. If we didn't spend all of our gold, we would have gotten extra runs. We could have gotten
But
up to 30.
50.
I have
That's
no idea
weird.
how you get that, but whatever. We finished it. We have a
Eh.
pink beacon.
I'm not that mad.
Who's? Oh, I'm jumping. Oh, okay. So yeah, I guess we're hanging out in here, and we're just heading to accounting and starting to go through things, and that's when I guess I stand up and say, "This is the place of the Time Lords, the agency."
Cliff, you
What's
alright?
going on, Agent Cliff?
I'm not Cliff. I'm Myram. I've come through to tell you that the people whose lives you were jumping into were people, okay? Not just receptacles.
I think we
people.
should get Agent Bobby.
I'll never
Bob?
have my faith again, and you've revealed the truth, but it's also a curse. You just wander through the timescapes, mucking around with things. You and the Scions.
Oh,
and,
God.
and we're just pawns in the field. How
Um,
dare you? And she's gonna look around for someone who's look around at each of you, like who's standing closest.
I was just consoling Agent Cliff, like.
So you came over. How dare you? And I just reach out and punch you right in the face.
Whoa, hey,
Oh my, what a
Jesus,
Dick.
Cliff, calm down.
All right, listen. And I turn over. Excuse me, I think we have a time leak. Can we get somebody to take care
No,
of this?
no. You're the receptacles now.
Oh my gosh.
And go running off.
Uh,
And just running off, like eventually to be captured and tased and you know
yeah.
and miss out on drinks and everything. Probably in the hospital for
Oh
a
my
couple of days as they clear through the procedure. But yeah, that's what happens to be.
Listen, Agent Cliff has been going through a lot lately.
I mean, out of everyone, he's had the most bleed effect. At least that's what it looks like on the reports. And out of everybody here, he was the one that was lacking in, well, getting past his addiction of cocaine and everything. I mean, you stopped chewing on your fingers, Bobby, so your cannibalism's gone.
Yeah.
I can actually walk to a room without pausing.
it's totally gone. I don't eat people. Definitely not.
Poor Agent Cliff.
I definitely don't crave the flesh of humans as my mouth begins to water.
Well, what I'm saying is you're doing better.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm doing great.
I'm feeling great.
I,
Finnick left a positive stamp on me, I think.
Yeah, I like that guy. He was fun.
I feel more upbeat.
But yeah.
Yeah, no, Agent Cliff has had it the roughest.
Poor Agent Cliff, who's currently now being sedated. And
So this
having
was
diagnostics run in his brain.
So we get the pink beacon. That's good.
And item 57.
What is item 57? Oh,
It's a pink
Laura.
lady.
Congratulations, you've now reached the end of your first cycle. This wasn't always easy, but you can be proud of yourselves because few agents reach this point. From here, a shuttle will bring you back to Lude, where you'll be able to take advantage of a few months of vacation. Your next mission order will reach you via the usual method. Dismissed.
Vacation. Vacation.
I'm going to Ryza.
Oh boy, Lude.
It is lewd
Your
there.
Cliff is going to be spending some time in a nice, pleasant resort somewhere. Calm location up in the mountains.
At least this quest didn't elude us, and then we all start fake laughing, and then it freeze frames and cheesy 90s music plays. And then the crowd
We need
cheers.
to pause. We need to pause at the exact moment that it freeze frames.
Yeah.
Ready? 1, 2, pause. Credit roll.
And yeah, it's cue the cheesy 80s, 90s music, and then live audience cheering and clapping.
All right. Well, we're done.
We did it on our
nice.
first run.
That was good.
That was great. Although, yeah, we missed out on a lot of side quests and
We
things
did.
that went. Yeah, like we just really plowed through this one. But honestly, good shit.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Like, I'm okay. Even if we got a really crappy score, I'm okay. Like, I'm just
Yeah.
proud that we did it in one run.
Yeah. I think we
Me
played a
too.
little fast and loose with the order of things and how you would actually move and act in that last couple of turns, but we were getting a little desperate, so I'm okay with it.
Were we? Did we?
I thought
don't
we did.
know.
It
I mean, I think
correctly.
I think technically you're supposed to all take your move, and then you're supposed to act, and then we were kind of like all like moving and acting whenever we.
Well, okay. So you're talking about the very end. When you move onto a card at the very beginning that you've opened the location, that does
Right.
not cost a time unit.
Right, and so what I mean by that's very. I don't want to get. We had fun, right? So I hesitate to
Yeah.
even say this because I don't want to take anything away from the fun we just had. But like technically, the no time unit move of Cliff couldn't have happened because he was held stationary in that location.
No, because I defeated it. Or no, you defeated it. You defeated
Yeah, you killed-
Miljathan, and by doing that, freed Cliff to take an action, which was to move.
So there's
in that
so
same
then
time.
that is the question. There's a question about are we
You did
all
take a time
are
unit
we
when I
all
moved.
taking the free movement and then
No.
all having to spend our time units?
No. So on that time unit, okay, so we all moved into our spots, right?
Mhm,
We found out that Cliff got locked.
Mm-hmm.
We all fought our shit. In your case, you killed Miljathan with an arrow shot, a Thor shot,
Sure.
and then
sure.
freed him up to take his action in that same time unit, which is then to move. And so then on the last remaining time unit, he was able to do the 9 because he was the only one that was able to do anything. All of us could only move to that and that time unit.
Right. Okay.
That was
He
how
was
I
able to
thought
do
of
it
as
on
well.
that last
Yep.
time. Yeah.
That's
Right.
why it was that all or nothing thing that I really didn't think we had a shot of making, but wow, we pulled it off.
You literally
And the dice did not fail me. Yeah, that was awesome.
Nice. Nice. You want to see what these other characters do? Funsies? You didn't get a chance
Yeah.
to look at them.
Yeah.
So if you were the warrior, on a critical hit, or he has the ability of critical hit. On a combat roll, if you get at least 5 successes on your dice without counting the automatic successes granted by a weapon, your opponent is immediately killed.
That's amazing.
Berserk, as soon as you only have 1 or 2 health left, add 2 dice to your combat roll.
That's awesome.
6 before the weapon.
He would have been really fun to play.
Assassin, Liara Erad. Sneak attack. When you're alone on a space or with your brother Gillum, you can perform a combat roll by using your agility instead of your melee. Nice. Retreat. You can retreat from a locked combat without suffering a wound.
Oh, that would have been cool.
The Thief. Each time the mask symbols appear on a card, you can attempt a robbery once by performing an agility roll. I don't know if you guys noticed, a bunch of item cards had mask cards on them, or had mask symbols on them. This is the guy. So if he got 2 successes on his agility, if you succeed on your roll, you roll 4 blanks each. So the red masks, you roll 4 dice, and each success gates you a gold.
Yeah, that's stealing an item.
Correct. And then the blacks are on items. You can steal the item without having to pay for it.
Well, that's how you get more points in gold.
Yeah.
And then the more stuff you steal, the more you bring it down in your whole team.
Yeah. Place a neutral token on this card. If 3 neutral tokens are on this card, the entire group has to bear the consequences of your actions. You stole too much shit.
And then item 7 tells you what happens. Probably the guards come after you.
Yeah. And then Altace the Elder. He has the Disintegration combat spell.
That's who I had considered doing, but we decided not to go with 2 big magic users.
Yeah. So it would be to remove shields, different numbers of shields from your space. Explosion is to remove a whole shit ton of shields from your space. Oh god, look at this one. If you get 5 or more successes on Explosion, you remove 7 shields to be divided between your space and any adjacent spaces.
Ooh.
Hell yeah.
And then the teleportation, 3 successes or more allows you to teleport the party between the 2 rooms that have a pentacle.
Right, so that was that last maze
in the
area
dungeon.
that we were in, yeah, the dungeon.
Yeah, so that's what those characters do. I was kind of sad that no one chose to take the Thief, because I'm like, oh, he's so used.
I think like when I was debating, because I got to a point where I was like, man, my health is getting low. It's at 4, because I was like, oh, that's low for me. And I was like, if I do go down, I think I'll take the Thief, because he just seems cool, and I like his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that one thing that says if you get at least 5 hits on your dice, that's really hard to do. I had a thing for mine. My ability was if I got 4, if I remove at least 4 shields in a single combat, I would get to remove an extra, and that never happened.
Well, I mean, we needed to get you a bow.
I got.
Well, I think
it was to like have us like double our viewership because someone showed up with a raid. That was awesome.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them stuck around too, or we just got more people who showed up after they left. But I think a bunch of them stuck around, and that was really cool to see. So thank you so much.
I'm definitely gonna check
part of that.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely gonna check out that channel
because that's not a name I'd seen.
Heart board game.
Familiar with the channel?
Heart board game, yeah. So
I saw that they were hosting us as well after their stream had ended. So Alter Ego came from Heart Board Games. So yeah, thank you. Oh yeah, this is the first I've heard of the channel, and I'm looking forward to checking out what they do. Is there anyone here from the channel who wants to do a quick plug in the chat? I'll open up the normally I guess it's etiquette to not like plug your own stuff or other channels within a channel in the chat, but we're gonna say please do so because I'm curious, and also thank you for rating us.
Yeah.
So as that goes on, I guess it takes a while for the time delay to catch up. I was pleased by that, and I know at Gen Con we got to meet a lot of people as well. Who our community building seminar was a lot of fun.
Oh yeah,
that was a great time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was great meeting the Bubbernaut at our Shadowcasters panel. Thanks, Miss Fortune, for hooking that up.
Yeah.
Looking forward to doing some cool stuff with Bubbernaut. I keep getting lots of ideas for shows, but I know I have to carefully implement those ideas over the course of a timeline that is.
Yeah. One of the things at Gen Con was Time Stories Revolution.
Me and Oz walked by that. We saw it, and we were like, "Ooh!"
What is this? We didn't get a chance to demo it though.
Yeah.
But
You know, I didn't get to demo as many games this year as I have in the past.
Me neither.
This was a busy year for us, but we did have a lot of fun. Got to meet a lot of people. Is there anybody in the chat that we got to hang out with? I don't think so. All the people we hung out with are sick of us, so they didn't show up for the.
Right.
So Alter Ego says Heart Board Games plays all sorts of games from colony sims to deck builders, and they have a great setup and it's super friendly atmosphere. Check them out.
Nice.
We will.
That's awesome.
We
Yeah.
will.
Sounds like us.
Sounds a lot like
Also,
sounds
so
a lot
that's-
like what we like to do. So.
Sounds like people we should know about. So
Hell
we're
yeah.
so glad you showed up, and we followed, and we'll be checking out your stuff. I'm also always looking for opportunities for cross-pollination, cross-promotion, just doing stuff with cool, fun people.
Yep. No
Definitely.
competition, only peers.
That's right.
Yeah, usually this show would go on until about midnight or so, but given that we wrecked this scenario,
Get wrecked. Time
we
stories.
destroyed it.
Boom.
yeah, because we had already played like what 4 hours already of this game a couple of weeks ago, and now we picked it back up and we wrapped it up. So
Yeah.
we're kind of done. We're done early.
We're pretty awesome. I think that's part of my skepticism for
pretty
how we did the
awesome.
rules. I'm trying to figure out how it's possible that we succeeded so well.
That we have to do another run right now.
like-
Succeed so well. We barely scraped
barely
by.
but we've
Yeah.
never completed it in one run before. So that's what
Well,
I
we
think that's
burned resources that we
Yeah.
could potentially have for
That's fair.
future ones that
That's
we're going
fair.
to be like, gee, I wish we had that thing we could bust for 3 time units right now.
That's
we're not
fair.
going to have that.
If we had used the pink beacon before, we wouldn't have made it, right? Because that was the
Correct.
only
It would be
that
nice
really
if we
was
had
kind of
some
the
extra
only reason.
pink beacons so
Yeah.
we could double kill this stuff. You know,
Yeah.
there were consequences and costs. We used a lot up on this to barely make it through. So
Yeah,
But-
for the first time, not knowing, at least because I know Oz has played this before, but like,
Mhm.
for at least us not knowing what was going to happen, because like I wasn't expecting, because we got to a midpoint where when we reached the castle, it was like, oh, here's an extra 20 time and save all your
We got
shit that
30.
you got. Yeah, we had 29
it
extra
was like-
time.
it was like a nested mission.
Yeah, and it was like, and like if we knew that, we would have, and I think we did. We didn't know it, but we did waste a lot of time in the other areas just exploring and stuff because we knew that we were like, oh, we're just gonna lose anyway. We might as well know where things are, and then we can come back and pick all those things up later. But like, when we got there was like, yeah, roll the dice and see how many successes you get, and you add that to I think like 25 or something. We had
Got a
29
lot.
left over, but like if we knew that, I would have suggested like, well, let's burn our time unit down to like 3, get to that main area, re-get our time back, since that area that we were in was very short. It was like, go here, pick up this, go here, get this, and then do all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, then yeah, I mean, we don't even know how much gold we would have gotten off that underwear thing if we did it correctly. What were the condiments for? What was that cube for that we got?
That cube stays with us forever.
That cube
Yeah.
is for future things, I think.
So
Yeah, so I'm gonna write that down as well in our inventory. We got the dragon cube.
So, yeah.
It's a Rubik's cube.
we're just gonna build one giant Rubik's cube.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if this is your first time seeing Time Stories, yeah, this is by a game company called Space Cowboys. Yeah. And so basically when you buy a box of this game, it comes with one scenario already. It comes with the board and all of the main pieces like the tokens and stuff. All the expansions are, each expansion is a different scenario entirely. So just a deck of cards that uses these same tokens in different ways and tells a completely different story. So the game is very, very modular, and can actually, you know what? A lot of people have done fan versions or fan expansions to Time
Ooh.
Stories.
Oh, I bet.
Oh.
So
We should
Oh
do a
man, I would
cyberpunk
love to
one
see
if
that just
it comes
because
up.
the artwork on those cards are so unique. I think every single session that we've been in, I go, God, I love this artwork. And then I never look up the artist team that did it or artist that has done it, but
I should find out. I should find like a custom one just to
just look at it. And...
Yeah. But I mean whatever. We I don't have any art for it or anything, so we can't play. We can't play. What do we do for now?
Do a
It's 11.
round
We
of
could talk,
plugging
I
stuff.
don't know.
Yeah. Let's do a round of plugging stuff.
Starting with Paige.
Party with I'm a party. Sorry,
Starting.
Party with Paige.
I mean,
Party
every
with
day with Paige is a party with Paige, so that's
Oh,
Cool
Bobby.
stuff you do. Say things about it so we know.
Say- about me?
yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. Hi. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm Paige. I'm normally not here. I'm in a wondrous world of Shadowrun called Anarchy. That's every other Monday. Hint, hint. It's here. Oz hosts it. He GMs it. I play Voltar, the cybernetic Ares cyber soldier that has daddy issues. But I also do other stuff on this channel and on Original Box Set. But mainly on this channel. I usually plug Anarchy because that's the first show that I was doing and everything, and that's my baby. Other than that, I, as a person, draw for a living. Speaking of amazing artists.
Hey, modest ones too.
you can I highly recommend go to my Instagram and look at my stuff. You also look at my beautiful face and my pets and my bike. But other than that, you can contact me on Discord if you have a commission in mind, but I do recommend you go to my Instagram first to check everything out because that's where literally everything is. And I don't know, I think it's pretty cheap artwork in my opinion. It's like $40 for like a full body thing.
That's pretty good.
On the smallest paper. So, which is, I don't have it, but that's what I do for a living.
Well, Cole TC has said that the Shadowcasters Network should do a custom game for which you do all the art, the illustrations. So
I would love that.
That's a thing that's going
to
happen in the future someday. I'm just saying.
I would love that.
Bobby, you can do you do Tabletop Simulator. You've played around on it a little bit, haven't you?
Yeah. I'm playing around on it right now.
Okay.
Oh, you mean like with customizing assets and everything?
Yeah.
A little bit.
And
Yeah.
then not necessarily for Tabletop Simulator. You know, maybe we'll come up with a cool game like Exploding Kittens,
Print
but
on
better
demand.
and Kickstarted.
When that would be amazing. I've done. Oz was in it for the one time that we played it. I ran a little game that was based off of Dread called Raven Hill, and I made everything. And my main goal was to draw every single villain and creature. It's just it came down to the wire, so I got my own. I went on Pinterest and found creatures, but there was a monster in there that I hand drew myself, and it's old, and I could redo it. But I would love that. That would be amazing.
I would love to do a custom, like a Shadowrun. Time stories. I think that would be really fun. I actually I had some concepts for this, and I started making it, but finding art,
that actually
Catalyst art that is panorama style is kind of different.
Oh yeah.
So
I feel like the play testing.
We're talking about
That's the story.
and art in the game we're gonna make with her someday. So
yeah.
Someday.
she can do the Shadowrun thing for time stories and team up and do that. I suppose that would be neat. But yeah, whatever else.
See, the thing is,
Like
I would
something cool.
love that. The also thing is I would highly recommend you find artists that have digital means, because I do everything physical. Unless you want to buy me a tablet or an art pad, digital things are not going to happen until my.
You should set up a Ko-fi.
A Ko-fi?
A coffee?
It's like
Is
a
it coffee?
Patreon thing,
Oh!
but different.
Travis did that for his computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a GoFundMe, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You should do
similar.
that. That way, yeah.
We'll share the links.
I mean, yeah, I that would be amazing. I just don't know if anybody would actually go for that, and I'd feel, I don't know.
Well, you know, one way to guarantee that nobody's going to go for it is if you don't make one.
But when
That's
we
true.
started the Patreon for the Arcology podcast, we're like, hey, maybe it'll cover our server costs. And now it's like, hey, sweet, this covers our mortgage too.
Right.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
For
We
sure.
have a house because we have patrons, right?
Yeah.
And we'd have to figure out some other way to afford it, I suppose, another way. But yeah, it's
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
you know,
I was thinking of doing
anyway,
that this year for Gen Con, but again, I grew up in a family where basically like if you get something, you should give something in return because that's respectful and everything of that nature. So like I don't know, it's awkward that just to have people donate money to me for a cause that
sure,
is
we'll take
somewhat
that to heart
selfish.
and pay it forward and help lift other people up and,
Oh, that's a good way of thinking it.
Yep.
Yeah.
and satisfy that and do the cool things and get money for doing cool things.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's the dream.
For sure.
Yeah, but yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'll look into it, setting it up, and I don't know. See what happens. Oh, you can also find me. Oh, Cole. You guys can also find me on Twitter, which I'm not gonna post a link, but I bet you can guess what the name is. And if you don't, I'm sorry for you. Here, I'll type it down. Just 'cause I
It's
love
the
it.
Ram Queen with 2 N's.
Hey, Oz actually got the 2 N part.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had one friend that was looking for me, and they were like, "I know it's the Ram Queen. Why can't I find it?" And I go,
I mean,
"It's the 2
I've only
Ns."
heard you plug that Twitter for 50
Ages?
episodes now. 50?
Ages?
Yeah.
Yeah, a year now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yep, that's what I do. But like I said, I mainly plug Anarchy, which is happening the 15th.
No, in 2 weeks. We had
19th.
to.
19th.
Yeah. So I had I am finally getting over some pharyngitis, so I was unable to stream on Monday. This past Monday, join the Anarchy, but we will return on the 19th.
Yeah.
And that is so Shadowrun Anarchy
yeah,
live
dude.
actual.
Pro tip: look this up. Pharyngitis means just exactly sore throat. And I'm not saying a sore throat is a minor thing. I'm just saying if you ever have a sore throat and want to sound more official when you're getting out
I
Oh,
have
of whatever
laryngitis.
stuff you're getting out of, say you had pharyngitis. I learned this. From
Isn't that
Oz.
like the more extreme version though? Like it's more like because I've had sore throat in like
No,
fifth
the
grade,
definition
where
of the
I
word
couldn't even speak.
pharyngitis means sore throat.
It
Just-
means
That's
inflammation
inflammation
of the pharynx, which is basically sore throat. So if you ever have a sore throat, if your pharynx is inflamed, you have pharyngitis. The cause of your pharyngitis can be many and varied, but
Yeah.
Right.
it is it's the same thing as laryngitis. They're just two different parts of your throat. There's the pharynx and the
They get
larynx.
inflamed, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
today on medical terminology.
And I want to make it clear, I'm
stream-
not making light of Oz and his sore throat. I'm just saying for future reference.
Yeah.
Pharyngitis sounds way more impressive than I had a sore throat.
I am.
I mean, if
Um,
it makes you feel any better, Oz, it doesn't sound like you had one, but I know you had it because Anarchy was canceled and you had to
Yeah.
suppress your throat.
Yeah, I know. Anybody that was around me at Gen Con, oh god, excuse me, I'm about to be gross, and I would like hack up this giant ball of phlegm onto the street. So
Yeah.
it was
Yeah,
pretty.
I know that feeling.
It's fabulous. A great look.
Now
Sure.
that you painted that picture, Oz, why don't you tell us about what you do and
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah.
we'll find out
So
about it.
So I Game Master joined the Anarchy with Paige there as my player. So that's that show we keep talking about. So yeah, check us out in 2 Mondays. I'm also the Game Master of another tabletop RPG called The Sprawl, which is set in a cyberpunk setting of our creation. And so for that, this Saturday I'm going to be doing a GM prep session. So it's just going to be me with chat, looking to create the next step of that of the story and the mission that's going to ensue because they just wrapped up their previous one, and then we will carry that out on the following Saturday, the 17th. So the GM prep is this Saturday at 4 p.m. The actual game will be the 17th at 1 p.m. And then aside from that, we do one. And I'm also the voice of Ziggy the Troll on Radio Free Detroit. I'm also I kept forgetting to plug those.
I was gonna say I keep forgetting to plug my own pathetic voice acting career.
When I was at Gen Con and I had to talk about myself, about all the Twitch stuff I did, and I completely forgot to mention that, hey, I'm also the voice actor on Ziggy, so I felt really bad. Anyway, yeah, so that, and I'm also the voice actor of Augustus on Tales from the Stuffer Shack, which is an actual play of Shadow and Anarchy, which mixes cyberpunk fantasy with Clerks, the movie. It's good stuff. We haven't released an episode in a while though, but anyway. And yeah, I know. I mean, I do other.
Catch up. You can be like me, who's never listened to it, and you gotta catch up.
Yeah, I'm also a great dancer to Britney Spears' "I'm a Slave for You," and I'm the content manager here on our Twitch channel. So all show ideas go through this guy. And yeah, I think that's basically everything I do, right? Yeah.
I don't know.
I do. That's everything I do.
Sure.
Everything I do. Oh.
You want to go next, Bobby, or should I go?
Mine doesn't take long. I don't do much. I have a YouTube channel that doesn't post anything anymore called youtube.com/complexaction. You can go there for old content. Don't go there for new content. Until
that Edge video comes out, eh?
Yeah. And I also am on Once Upon a Tabletop. Cliff.
That was easy.
Let's see. I podcast about Shadowrun a bunch. I've got the Arcology podcast where we do actual plays of 5th edition and 6th edition Shadowrun. I also GM and play in the Shadowrun Origins podcast with Opti and friends. I GM the Legends of Earthdawn podcast, which is an actual play podcast about Earthdawn, which is a lot of fun. I've got a couple of authors for Earthdawn in there, as well as the line developer of Earthdawn as one of my players, and we have a great time with it. And let's see. The Arcology podcast also does basically talk show episodes about Shadowrun, where we cover topics and give tips on understanding the game and setting, and just having more fun with it. Oz joins me for special episodes called the Anarchology podcast, which is episodes about Shadowrun Anarchy, which is my favorite edition of Shadowrun. Let's see. I also on here I play in Once Upon a Tabletop as a regular, and occasional other shows. But I also am the GM of the Optiverse show Justicars, which the Optiverse is Opti's brainchild, essentially a whole comic book universe, but played through role-playing games using Mutants and Masterminds 3rd edition. And I've got the ones that are sort of loosely based off the concept of the Justice League, very loosely because I read the comic books and didn't like them, so I made my own stuff up.
Yeah.
I also make music as musician Prism Shard and post almost all of it up on my SoundCloud under a Creative Commons attribution license, so anyone can use them for pretty much anything as long as you give me credit. No permission required. You don't have to pay me royalties. Just use the music if you want, and there's some good stuff up there. SoundCloud.com/Prism-Shard. I guess I should
Highly
put it in the chat
recommend.
too.
Mm-hmm.
Highly recommend.
There's probably other things I'm not remembering. I write for. I'm a freelance RPG author now. That's actually been published, most recently in the book Streetpedia, but other stuff forthcoming, including I've been announced as one of the authors in the Purgatory RPG, so I can talk about that a little bit. Well, just to mention that. So it's a new RPG coming out from Broomstick Fighters LLC, which is going to be amazing.
Nice.
And yeah, they're having me write a ton of it. Like I was like, hey, I want to write for your thing. Here's a couple of ideas. And they're like, okay, we're having you write like a third of the thing.
Wow.
So
That's awesome.
so yeah, piling stuff on my plate and also coming up with ideas for shows I want to do on our Twitch network. Trying to do all the things. So yeah, I did get to write for Streetpedia, Cole, and I actually at Gen Con got to hold a book in my hands. It was a printed, published, like official RPG book that had my name in the credits.
Aww,
So,
that's
I should
awesome.
still plug Grim Alternatives, right? They're like almost at the end of the Kickstarter, and it's not close, right? They're gonna need a big push to make it. We're gonna need a miracle to come down from the heavens and save this Kickstarter. It's been quite a ride getting it up and running, and I'm hoping that I've seen it happen with Kickstarters where like in the last couple of days there's a big push. Well, if that's needed here. So if you are interested in seeing some live action video stuff that's very Shadowrun-like, but isn't Shadowrun officially, of course. Check out Chicago Shadows on their Kickstarter. There's very little time to go. Please support them. If it interests you, please spread the word if you can. It's going to take a lot to make it across that all or nothing Kickstarter goal. It's kind of all
They're what,
hands on deck.
60-70% now?
Yeah, with like 2 or 3 days to go, it's not looking
It can
great,
be
honestly.
done. It can be done, but yeah, we need some benefactors.
Like you said, like that push. You need that like push. That
Really,
actually...
well, yeah, big one. I wish I had more faith in how it's going to turn out, but I'm kind of more expecting the other side now. Like, I got to do a bunch of
Positive. Stay positive.
I hope I get to do more, and I know I talked to Sarah a little bit about it at the con, and she's not going to give up. She's invested a lot into this, and hopefully this is going to be an easy way for her to keep things moving and rolling, because man, it is so hard to get this kind of stuff off the ground, and anything involving video, it's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
So,
all right,
help if you can, please.
Yeah.
If anybody can link that in chat, that would be awesome.
Radio Free Suppless reminded me that I do have a weekly podcast I do called JBYC. So if you're interested in seeing me do nothing related to gaming or Shadowrun or anything, and just goofing off and talking about whatever our audience has decided that we're going to talk about that week, then you should check it out. It's on YouTube or on podcatchers, JBYC. So it's every Monday night. But yeah.
All right. Well, you know what?
Wait, I have a thing that I forgot. I have a wizard as well on Shattered Isles on original box set. That's gonna happen the 24th.
Yes, 24th. Saturday the 24th.
At 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I don't know when Agent Jones is coming back. Not time stories, but different Agent Jones, a male version. But on that same channel, I play as Elliot Jones, an FBI agent for Friday Night Frights. That's a completely the GM's like creation from his mind and everything of that nature. And basically think X-Files and Supernatural or Twilight Zone. I couldn't think of it. That's how I usually plug it. And the next session where I'm going after the main creature that's killing all these people. So don't worry, we've talked about it.
Hey, Bobby, real quick though, hop back into the table because we still need to flip it.
Oh yeah.
Cool. I'm not in the table. Hold on.
I left you.
This will take
I
a couple of minutes.
I was about to be like, hey, let's flip the table, but I was like, nah, I should probably get my Instagram.
Bobby's like, we've been talking about ourselves for half an hour.
I thought it was safe to leave, so.
No, man. The great tradition of flipping the big fucking table of shit that we just played.
Yeah, you're right. I'm getting there.
So yeah, we are Shadowcasters Network. We have a bunch of
Yeah, just plugged a bunch of shit onto our audience.
Literally everything that we do. So yeah.
Everything.
So yeah, lots of tabletop RPGs and board games and yeah. So we're looking to do some more stuff soon. Let's flip this table, shall we?
All right, do it. Into the void. Boom! Whoa, that's a heavy table.
I wasn't able to see it, but I just imagined that it was just like, eh.
Yeah, that table's not going anywhere.
Yeah, no, I don't know what happened to this table. It's like the center of the table just got knocked up a bunch, and then a bunch of pieces just are raining. Oh, they're like raining on the table. Okay.
Yeah. Well.
Make it rain.
Oh, it was interesting. All right, so are we done here?
We're done.
I don't know.
I'm ready to be done. I'm
think-
tired.
Let's
ask you guys.
raid the Bubbernaut, shall we? He is currently running the Shackled City, some D&D. It's
Let's do
episode
it.
167, which means
My
it's
God.
a great time to catch up. So
Yeah.
all right, so thank you everybody, and yeah, we'll see you on one of our many streams in the future.
All right. Take it easy and have a safe week. Is that what you say?
Wow,
All right.
Bobby.
Stick around.
Night, guys.
Have a good night.